I'm ready for a gem sale. That's what I came to party. Hi, everybody. Half an hour later. I'm not actually, I didn't think I was late, by the way. My schedule got thrown off because my daughter is sick. So I had to change all my plans, go and get her, bring her home, get her situated, get care ready for her, so I could come here and be with you. So, and then in my head, I was like, no, the gem sales are still at 4 p.m. I'm good, which I think was my subconscious trying to make this okay. I have a crown on today, which is kind of fun. I'm learning how to wear it. It's this beautiful little, it's a Smithsonite cab, right? On the crown, I'm pretty sure it's Smithsonite. So anyway, you get to get a crown today. I'm really excited. So we have beautiful things for you. Thank you for your sweet wishes for Zoe, by the way. It's very sweet. She's just got the flu, but it's like, you know, I mean, if you're a parent, you're nodding your head right now. You're like, yep, this is how it goes. Whole world stops. But at least I could be here, which is great. Okay, so is anybody new? I want to know if anybody is new to gem sales. We're really excited to have you here today. It's fun, right? I think this is the only Smithsonite in the show, though. I'm pretty sure is in the crown. So if you like Smithsonite, that's your piece. Eileen is new. Tracy's new. Look at that. Jamie Olsen's new. Beth and Brandy and Rhonda is new. And Dolores. Look at this. Yvonne Young. Kay Posh is new. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to keep up. Erica, Aviva. What a beautiful name. Teresa. So happy to have you. Tina Stroick. Is it Stroick or Stroick? Is new. That's so exciting. Well, welcome to all of you who are new. It's really fun to welcome you. A lot of you are, you know, seasoned, as I like to say. Old is a weird word in our culture, even though it's a great word. Some of you are seasoned. And so I want to welcome you to the live gem sale every other week for most of the year. We took a little time off over the holidays. But every other week, for most of the year, we gather here live for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I show you one-of-a-kind, really beautiful things. And it's the best of the best. I mean, everything here is cherry-picked. The lapis palm stones I've got for you today, I literally sat for an hour and just went piece by piece, literally each one in my hand, looking at it, making sure it's the right color. This is the best of the best of Sage Goddess. And the nice thing is you get what you see. So a couple of things I got to tell you just to lay the groundwork. You have to have an account at sagegoddess.com. So if you don't have one yet, go do that real quick so you can come back and you don't miss anything, okay? Because you got a few minutes. The second thing is, as soon as you see something you like and my team has said what it is and how much it costs, you can say sold. And it's yours. And then what will happen within 24 hours is you will get an invoice sent to you. And then you'll have 24 hours to pay that invoice, and then we will ship your beautiful package right off to you. The prices at the gem sale are the best prices. So, like today we have a sale in the shop. It's 17% off. 17 Chakra is the code. You're getting at least 17% off here. In some cases, you're getting 20 to 25. Sometimes we even do 30 and 35% off. So the prices are really, really good. It's wonderful to see you, by the way. Thank you, Nicole. It was cute when I came in today. One person on my team said, "Oh, your hair looks so pretty today," and I was like, "Oh, it's clean." I'm a dirty hair, don't care kind of girl. So when I wash my hair, it looks like kind of puffy and pretty. So anyway, thanks guys. It's clean. I cleaned it so I could wear your crown. I would not dirty your crown. For there is a queen who will receive this crown, or a king, as it were. Anyway, really missed you guys too. Okay, so the other thing you should know is we have quad pay at Sage Goddess. It's a big deal. It means any purchase over $100, you can separate into 4 interest-free payments. The rule with quad pay is you can't have a bunch of them out at a time. So if you already have a quad pay, they may or may not let you do a second one, and then they wait till you pay those 2 off to give you another one. It's kind of how I treat my 12-year-old. I give him some money, and then if he shows me he can spend that wisely, then I give him a little more money, so they kind of pace themselves with you. Yeah, quad pay is a good thing or a challenge, depending on how you look at it. The places I shop don't have quad pay, and I wish that they did, so I always see it as a benefit, but that's good for you to know. So are there any questions before we get started? Tammy said her husband is complimenting my hair. Thank you, darling. Darling husband. Okay, so let me know. Nola Wonderland said, I'm new and I'm excited. Well, we're excited too. Thank you, Vanessa. It's wonderful to see you. Do we have citrine tonight? No. No, but we have some of the rarest quartz I've ever brought you, and for sure I will tell you this: the Mondo quartz that I have for you tonight from Tanzania is, in my opinion, probably the most vibrationally strong quartz I've ever worked with, second only to quartz that's been struck by lightning, which you guys have seen that in the shop a couple times. We don't have any in stock right now, I don't think, but when lightning strikes quartz, it creates almost the same effect as the Mondo quartz that I have for you tonight. So there's a lot of really interesting things. I hope you're ready. Well, why don't we start with the crown? Do you want to start with the crown? I think that would be really fun. Guide me on, I'm going to number my pages, Alexis, or if you just want to give me, well, we're not numbered or paged tonight.
I will number you. It's the very first one.
Oh, well, there it is. Okay, yeah, guide me. Okay, some things like this crown are going to be really fast and furious. You ready? This crown is amethyst clear quartz. It has a clear quartz vogel in it. Do you want me to take it off, or can you get the view? It fits beautifully. I mean, this is just, I find it, like, it's when it sits right between right in the center of your head, and it dangles to the third eye. And then this is smithsonite. And smithsonite is a really powerful stone for the development of your intuition. Smithsonite is actually opalized fluorite. Did you know that? So it's got the metaphysical properties of both transformation, clarity, direction, purpose. It's one of my favorite stones, and you don't see it very often. Like, when I find smithsonite, I really get excited. One of my favorite gifts I've ever been given was given to me by a client a couple of years ago, and she gave me a smithsonite heart that I treasure because I've never seen another one. It's like it's about this big, and I just love it so much. So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm confusing Tiffany stone with smithsonite. I meant to say this is Tiffany stone, not smithsonite. Sorry about that. This is Tiffany stone. Thank you for that, Jenny B, who corrected me. Yeah, so this is Tiffany stone and not smithsonite. My apologies for that. I was looking at the list, but like thinking a different stone. So my head has to catch up with my paperwork. Okay. So yes, so this is Tiffany stone, which is opalized fluorite, which is purpose and direction, and also transformation and change. Some people say that, like Karen says, a lot of smithsonite is lab created. The place that my smithsonite comes from is a source that I really, really trust. So I don't think this is lab created, but it's interesting to know that. And that's something good to look out for too, as a heads up. And you know, a lot of stones, when people can, they try to recreate. I mean, you're going to see a lot of lab-created stones out there where people are trying to mimic some of the most natural and interesting, but sometimes rare and expensive stones. So you always have to keep an eye out, but I'm glad you guys love it. Okay. I only have one of these crowns. It was handmade here at Sage Goddess, and it's $150, which I think is a great price. A really great price. Because of the size of the crystals, the fact that there's a vogel in it, the fact that you have that cabochon, which is really special. Well, that went quickly. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. You're going to love this crown. It really is beautiful. Isn't it a good price, Christopher? I know. It's funny because sometimes you're going to see things in the gem sales and people will ask, like, why is that so inexpensive? But we really do try to bring you the most special things, but at the best possible prices. And so anyway, we do our best. Congratulations. Who got that one?
Diana Blackendecker.
Diana, sorry.
Blackendecker?
Diana Blackendecker?
Blackendecker. It's a fun name. Diana.
My hearing is like going. I was ready for Diana Blackendecker. Congratulations, Diana. Enjoy that one. It is so absolutely beautiful. I'm going to keep it right here for you. Diana says we can call her Black Bean Burger.
Oh, I like that.
I like that too. Honestly, that's going to stick. So be ready for that. Denise heard Black and Decker too. I'm not the only one. I actually really do have a little bit of hearing loss, and it's genetic, which kind of sucks. But I will tell you something. What I have found recently, and don't judge me for this, what I found recently is the less I can hear, the kind of happier I am. Like sometimes when people are arguing with each other, I can't always like hear what they're saying, and so it's making my life really peaceful. My dad has it too, and I mean it's not complete hearing loss, but it's like partial, right? My dad has it too, and people are always like, "Oh, your dad is so sweet," which he is a very sweet man. My dad's very, very kind, but he often can't hear you. So you'll be talking and he'll be like nodding and smiling, but it's really because he can't hear what you're saying. So maybe I seem nicer now too, which is good. Anyway, okay, where are we going now, Alexis? Congratulations, Diana. Black bean burger. I'm so excited for you. Oh, my dad is an angel on earth, truly. I'm so lucky.
Should we go with Mondo quartz?
Let's do Mondo. I've been talking it up. I mean, it really is really special, you guys. If you saw the preview that I did, I took you over and I showed you the tray of kind of healing delights that I have over here in the classroom, because when I have a really powerful chakra healing harp chair over here, and when I do treatments on people, I give them crystals to hold. And I have 2 pieces of Mondo over there. They're the only 2 pieces in my collection. So whoever gets this tonight, I don't even know what to say. I can hardly hold this because of the energy. It's so intense. And there are really interesting markings on these. You'll find really faint little sort of etchings and powerful things. Now, I will tell you, when I first saw these, I thought they were lightning strike quartz, which I was talking about earlier. I know. They're not lightning strike quartz, and they haven't been struck by lightning. The etchings on Mondo quartz, which I'll show you, this is a great piece to show you, are caused by acid in the earth as it grows. Isn't that interesting? It sort of does a number on the edges and the faces of this quartz. I'm going to try to turn this really slowly so you can see all the lines. It's so beautiful, you guys. I'm a big fan of etchings, and especially natural etchings like this. Like, you can't fake that. Only Mother Earth. Like, look at this one, you guys. Let me get this really close. This one looks like a forest of trees. I'm really hoping that the camera will let me show you this because it's so beautiful. Can you guys see that? Isn't it beautiful? It's unbelievable. And every face of these quartz points has these etchings. This one's self-healed. And the other really interesting thing, I just like to teach you about it because even if you don't get one, it's good to know. So these come from Mondo, Tanzania. These are African quartz. I don't often have African quartz for you. I often have African citrine for you. And then I get, malachite comes from Africa, shadakite. And so we do have African minerals every so often, but not often African quartz. And African stones, what I've told you since the beginning, my experience of them is that they are more powerful in certain ways. They tend to be more grounding. So even though this is quartz, it creates almost like a chain reaction. I don't know which page are these on, or which number is this one?
Those are number 8.
Okay, so I will tell you, we have 6 pieces of the extra small, which is this size. Is that right?
Did I give you...
No, here we are. No, 4.
Okay.
4 pieces of the extra small. Then we have 8 pieces of the small, 6 pieces of the medium, 4 pieces of the large, and then there's only 1 of this. And that's it. So yeah, so if you're a Brandberg fan, that's another really good, that's kind of a comparison. I would say the energies of Brandberg Amethyst are similar to this. Intense, vibrant, alive. It's almost like plugging into a battery. It's like really the only way I can describe it to you. It's like plugging into a cosmic battery, and it feels really good. I know the big one is crazy, but this big one is a fun chance again to show you the markings. Isn't it beautiful? But do you see what I mean? This is what lightning strike quartz looks like. It'll have these sort of jagged, but somewhat symmetrical inclusions or indentations or fissures in it. And the only time I've ever seen that is when I've seen lightning strike. Okay, I know, isn't it beautiful? The last thing to tell you about Mondo quartz, it has inclusions. And those inclusions are... I don't know. Oh, they're there. Hematite, magnetite, clinichlor, calcite, graphite, rutile, tourmaline, and as well as anhydro bubbles in some of them. Not all of them have anhydro bubbles, but some of them will. We have not looked at them closely, so it's very possible that you could get one tonight and get it home, and it's totally got water inside, and we didn't know. in which case the value of it is even higher than what I think it is. Okay. The prices on these are crazy. Are you ready? Extra small, I have 4 of these. They're $49. By the way, in Gem Sale, your shipping is included if you're in the US, and it's $5 extra if you're outside of the US. So I have 4 of the extra small at $49. You thought it was going to be more expensive, huh? I'm telling you guys, like, we really do. We take such pride and pleasure in bringing you the cool stuff at good prices. I mean, this should be more expensive. It could have been more expensive. Okay, the small, I have 8 of them. They're $59. The medium, I have 6 of them, and they're $69. The large, I have 4 of them, and they're $79. I know, right? And then, now this is a different situation. When you get into a piece like this, so the retail value on this would probably be close to $1,500 for this size. There are no other pieces like this, like, in the world. This is it. This is, I mean, I almost think it's fair to say, don't you? Like, this would be the largest. I mean, certainly from the lot that we looked at.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
There's
nothing close to it. So whoever gets this may actually own the largest Mondo quartz point. Not that size matters, but, like, sometimes big is fun. Right? Okay. Extra large, it's 10.5 inches. It is $899. If you want to have the biggest, if you want the claim to fame. You know, Angela Fleury, I think you're exactly right. She said it reminds her of Nirvana quartz. It reminds me of that too.
I think that's what I thought it was when I first saw
It looks like it. Or lightning strike, right? Is like the two. That's a really good guess as an alternative of what this could have been. I'll tell you, Nirvana quartz, though, almost makes me sleepy. For me, it's like a soft, gentle kind of vibration. This is like, get out there, get it together. I mean, it's just like, it's like, again, like plugging into a battery, like all of a sudden the lights go on. So if you've been needing a boost of energy, the Mondo quartz is going to do that for you. Congratulations, you guys. Who got the big one? Did Janet get the big one? I think I saw Go Janet. I don't know.
It's actually Christy S.
Ooh, Christy S. Congratulations, Christy S. It's amazing. I mean, I will tell you, probably like years from now when I'm not doing this anymore, I will still remember this piece. There are certain pieces that stand out. And because when you touch them, when you hold them, I haven't felt anything like this before. Not this way. I've never had a lightning strike piece this big, or even a Himalayan piece this big. Not terminated. So there's something really amazing about it. Truly, I will remember that piece. So congratulations to all of you.
It's so cool.
Yeah, Nikki's like, it needs a pillow. It does. It needs a throne. It's like a very seriously, if you've been lacking like stamina and I don't know, it's gonna kick your butt a little bit. But I kind of like that. Like, it's the start of the year. I know it's wintertime still, but we can all use a little kicking every now and then. Congratulations, you guys. Right? Bonnie said she's not even holding it and she can feel it, right? Like, it's just, the vibration is very intense, but in a good way. Like, sometimes, you know how too much is too much sometimes? That's not that. And I think it's because it's African. If that was a Brazil, I'll say this, if that was a Brazil lightning strike, I wouldn't be able to hold it probably that long. So there's something about that even though it's like this huge battery pack, it still is grounding, stabilizing. Yeah. Congratulations, you guys. Yeah, it's kind of buzzy like moldavite. Well, here's the thing. I want to hear from you guys when you get it. I don't know a lot of people that have worked with it. Aside from the clients that I've had here who've been in the chair and I've said, here, hold these, and they're like, oh my God, I don't want to put them down because they have this oddly magnetic thing. But they do have magnetite inside of them as an inclusion, and we know that magnetite is an attractor, right? And so maybe that's the secret, is that they have the magnetite in them, and that's why they're special. Super fun. Dawn's like, I want a job at Sage Goddess. We work really hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we work really, really hard. It's fun, but wow, sometimes. We say really weird shit to each other, too. We have this thing of, like, only at Sage Goddess, just because the things you hear sometimes here are so weird and funny, but they're also just really weird. Oh, I do have necklaces today, Lillian Arroyo. She wants to know if we have necklaces today. I sure do. So we will get to you. My cuff is available too. I just want to tease you with this a little bit. I'm going to show this to you. I should have asked you first, Alexis. Do you know what line the cuff is?
That is...
Oh, I think I just found it. Every time I ask you. Okay. This is purple dendritic agate with amethyst, and I'm in love. This is that beautiful, you know, designer that we all love, right? So that is purple dendritic. It's translucent. You can see through that, baby. I really hope that the camera like does the thing, because you can see through it. Maybe if I turn it the other way. It's the only piece of purple dendrite quartz like this that I've ever seen before. I think it is so beautiful. And then it's got the amethyst stones. It's open on the back. He always does this thing where the points of the stones make contact with your wrist when you're wearing the bracelet, which you want because you want the crystals to be in contact with your skin. And then he does the little balls at your wrist to also give you energy on the inside, which is really cool. Isn't that fun? So that one, in case you want that one, is $399. Retail value $499. So that's a really good value on that one too. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, I think the minimum on QuadPay, Yvonne Lee, is $100. Am I right on that? The QuadPay is minimum? Okay, yeah. So, but anything over $100 works for you. Ria's in Glastonbury. Cheers to you and Avalon from here in Los Angeles. How beautiful. How's the weather in Glastonbury today? Lovely to have you. Okay, are you ready? Where are we going now?
Let's do... What do you like to talk about these now?
Yes, okay. These are so super special to me.
You talk about that and I'm going to fix you.
I love seeing you guys say hi to each other. Well, Becky, you know what? Give it a minute, because you might surprise yourself, Becky Bowman. She's like, I'm not fast enough for this. Well, kind of. We do have Sugilite rings tonight, Carla. And they're amazing. It's this new banded Sugilite. There's this little pocket that came out of South Africa last year of Sugilite with manganese, and it's banded. I'll just show you that really quick. I'm not ready to like have you buy these yet, but just so you know it's coming. And these are adjustable, so any size can wear it, from about a size 4 up to about a size 10. So these are super fun, and they're open on the back. They're sterling silver. So if you're a Sugilite lover, the rings are coming. Are you ready? It's true. You always get what you need. Okay, you ready for me with the sheets too?
Yes.
Okay, so we have, I want to tell you the story of these. What number are these? These are, 14, yeah. Okay, I have very few quantity. I have, of the small, I have 14. Of the medium, I have 16. And of the large, I have 6. And the prices on these are crazy, and I'm just going to tell you, like, don't even hesitate. So let me show you. This is a different shade of lapis. It's rarer and more unique. It's only about 5 to 10% of lapis has this really light blue, this like cerulean, or what some call ocean blue. So it's not super dark. And the ocean lapis, for whatever reason, you guys, tends to have more pyrite and also makes the pyrite pop. I really want you to look at this piece. Have you ever seen lapis like this before? Isn't this beautiful? I'm a lapis lover, and I love that there's a different shade of it. So what I did is I went through the palm stones and I sorted them all for a lot that is just this color. It's just the cerulean ocean blue. None of these pieces are super dark. Some people consider this to be the most desirable of lapis. They really like the lighter, more sort of, like I said, cerulean ocean, brighter blue that these have. Okay. Let me just tell you quickly about the metaphysical, and then I'll tell you how much they are. I love lapis too. So lapis lazuli, and by the way, if you don't have my book, you should get it. This is Crystal Lore. I'm not selling it tonight, but you can get it at our website or on Amazon. I think they even do like same day shipping on it. But this is my crystal history book that I wrote last year, and so you can read more about all of these stones in the book. But lapis has been really prized throughout centuries and even thousands of years by important people in different civilizations. And I always tell the story of Cleopatra, who actually had the walls of her palace inlaid with it. Cleopatra absolutely believed that it made her powerful and that it prevented her power from being stolen. And so not only did she have the walls of her palace inlaid with it, but she actually used to grind it and wear it as eyeliner. So when you see those figural representations, those art representations of Cleopatra where she's got the blue line of eyeshadow, that's actually ground lapis. And so I don't recommend doing that. I wouldn't. She also put ground malachite on her eyes. She made some bad life choices. And we know how that worked out for her in terms of history. But I love Cleopatra. She was a queen. And so we call this the Queen Stone. When she ruled, it was quarantined. So no one else could mine or work with lapis because she didn't want anyone else to have her power. Isn't that fun? So it's a fun sort of story about that. I love it so much. Okay. So the small, which are these size pieces right here, these are $44. I have 14 of them. Are they beautiful? These pieces here, and again, each one I chose by hand because it is this lighter shade, so you're getting one that I've loved on. This size here is the medium, and I have 16 of these. They're $56. And then this size right here, the largest size, which is 3.5 to 4 inches, I have 6 of these, and they're $69. And then that's all I have of this beautiful Carillion ocean blue. And this is kind of characteristic of what I do with the gem sales. Like, you can get a lapis palm stone, you can find them, but this color, it's very hard to find. And I think it's the most beautiful of them all. Aren't they gorgeous? I'm so excited. If you're getting one, you're gonna love it. You will love it. You really, really will. And I'm curious if you get a little boost from it, if you get a little, it's a stone that activates 2 chakras. It activates the third eye chakra because that's what lapis does. But then because it has the pyrite veining through it, that activates the solar plexus. And so it's almost like being able to use your intuition to advance your leadership or to advance your power. And it's, I mean, what a perfect queen stone, if you think about it, or, you know, stone for a ruler. It's using your intuition to advance your power. So congratulations, everybody. All right. Alexis is driving today, so if you see me looking at her, it's because I'm letting her choose.
I think we've been teasing the sphere a lot. We should show it.
We should. We have been teasing. Okay. Jesus. Woo! This is not a bra stone. This thing, well, it could fit in your bra, but I don't think anything else will fit in your bra. So I would not advise this as a bra stone. Lori Dawson was asking if lapis is good for the throat chakra. In that shade, it is. I mean, I think that's partly why I like it, because it's that sort of Visuddha, that throat chakra color. Today is the Visuddha day, by the way, on sagegoddess.com. Did you see? It's throat chakra day. So you get a free bottle of our throat chakra perfume when you place your order today and spend $30 or more on the website. And the perfume is worth $30, so you basically get your money back, which is kind of exciting, in case you missed that. All right, we like big balls, and we cannot lie here at Sage Goddess. This is the biggest and most beautiful Orgonite sphere that I've ever seen. Not to say that a bigger, more beautiful one doesn't exist somewhere else in the world, but not in my world. And this was handmade. Isn't that gorgeous? So what like completely blows my mind about this is how evenly dispersed the rutile is. It does all kind of gather and collect here at a certain point, but the rest of the sphere is completely evenly dispersed. And that's because they've got magics. They have a technique. Isn't it beautiful? I know, it's so amazing. So there's only one of these, and there were 2 at the show. So I think there's 2 of these in the world, and I don't think any more of them exist. So you're getting something really, really special. Which one was this one again?
And that one is mine. I just had it.
I saw it.
10 or 11-ish on the bottom.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's really heavy. It doesn't have a kilogram weight on it, but it's heavy. It's a substantial sphere. Orgonite is said to be, so the material that this is in is called Orgonite, and it's said to be the life force material, that it raises your own life force. If you've been feeling depressed or discouraged or, you know, sad, Orgonite's really helpful for sort of spinning up your own consciousness and helping you feel more optimistic, more connected, more energetic, right? And then rutile, golden rutile, and this is natural golden rutile in here, is, again, like I said earlier, the stone of transformation. So, and what rutile does, the legend is that each bar of rutile is a message for you. And they say that rutile chooses you, that you don't choose it. So what you're supposed to do when you get a rutile sphere or a ring or a palm stone or whatever, you're supposed to meditate on it and look into those lines. Because the legend says that those messages will be revealed to you. It's something specific for you and for change that's going on. Isn't that cool? All right. Retail value of this sphere, $2,500. Our price tonight, $1,499. Yeah. $1,499. Isn't it incredible? And you will be the only one. You're one of two. I don't have one. Congratulations, honestly. I don't know who got it, but it's a great value for a really amazing, I mean, again, 10 years from now, I will still remember this sphere. And do you know why I'm going to remember this sphere? I'm going to tell you a funny story, because that's partly what we do here. I don't like dry, boring gem sales, in case you haven't noticed. I like to talk, tell a couple stories, drink a little kombucha, laugh with Alexis and the girls. Like, some of those gem sales, like on Instagram and stuff, are so boring to me. I mean, God love them, but they're just like talking about numbers and pointing at things, and I think I have attention deficit disorder, so it's really hard for me to stay with that. So I'm at Denver, which is where I got this. And I remember, I mean, I can tell you what I was wearing. And there were two of them, okay? And I wanted to get both. And Brooklyn was like, no. And I was like, yes. Now, I mean, Brooklyn can say no. That's why she's here. Brooklyn's my head of product. But I was like, yes. She was like, no. And I was like, how long is this standoff going to go? You know what? She won. So we only bought one. So that means somewhere out there in the world is floating the second one. Not funny? Anyway. It was like almost legitimately a fight, but I wasn't going to like take her down right there. But I definitely was like, you know what? Yes.
And now, because of her, we don't have one here at SGHQ.
I know. Now you have the only one. But it was responsible. Sometimes I am irresponsible in my choices. And so it's helpful to have a little bit of a guiding light. All right, everybody. Yay, congratulations. Yeah, Nicole Ross, we can see you. It's true, Nikita, but you know what? I trust my team. I will tell you, the best, I used to train CEOs of companies. I used to build learning design programs for them in my life before Sage Goddess. And so what I used to tell people, CEOs then, is I still believe it now as a CEO of my own company. A really good CEO listens to their people. And when they say no, like, I don't think we should do this, I don't think we should buy it, I don't think we should whatever, most of the time I listen. I try.
Do you have the Nirvana?
You do?
You do? Okay.
Do you want to do that now?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just making sure it wasn't
Oh, thank you for that, Natalie. She says she doesn't write in English, but she listens when she can.
Aww.
At the same time. Yeah, I love that. Well, welcome. Bienvenue. It's a pleasure to have you here. My books have been translated into French. I don't know if you knew that. So exciting to have books translated into foreign languages, so you can find my books in French. Okay, I'm going to show you this ring, and then I'm going to read to you. You ready? This ring was custom made for us. I am so excited about it. It's the ring on my middle finger. It's done in sterling silver with gold over. It's fully adjustable. I'm going to take it off so you can really see. Okay. This has 9 stones on it. I'm going to tell you what the stones are in just a second because I'm coming to you, Nikki. I'm coming to you. I'm watching my camera to see. I think I might have taken it out of your vision for a second. I want to make sure you can see the stones. Okay. Can you see it? Is it clear? Come into focus. So there are 9 stones. And then around the edge, I know it's a little fuzzy, isn't it? This is my new camera too. Boo. Around the edge, so that you know what you're looking at, these are all the astrological symbols. They're so tiny, but they're done in black silver. So all the way around the edge. So each one of these stones represents a sign, okay? And or a planet, I should say. And then around the edge are all of the astrological symbols in black silver. Okay? Are they beautiful? And they're completely adjustable, just like all of our rings. Same way. You just pull it open to make it bigger, and then you pinch it closed to make it smaller. Isn't that pretty? So let me read to you about this, because I think you're going to be really excited. And this one, I have 50 of them. And the price is really good on these too. Okay, you ready? So in Vedic astrology, which is different from Western astrology, and if you're really into astrology, you should learn about Vedic astrology. This is from my book. Life on Earth is said to be influenced by the Navaratna, or 9 lucky gems, as well as by the Navagraha, which they represent, which are the 9 planets. When they're used together, they can protect you from harm and disease. They balance potentially negative effects of the planets they represent. The specific configuration of the Navaratna is a map of the 9 planets in the cosmos, as well as a map of the entire cosmos. It has to be worn with ruby, which represents the sun pointing due north. Then ruby must be followed by diamond, pearl, coral, hessonite, garnet, blue sapphire, cat's eye chrysoberyl, yellow sapphire, and emerald. And so let me tell you again, those are the stones that are in this ring. I have wanted a Navaratna ring forever because I'm a huge fan of Vedic astrology. And people have asked me since I wrote the book, are you ever going to have the Navaratna? So again, the stones in this ring are going around the circle. It's ruby, and then diamond, pearl, coral, hessonite, garnet, blue sapphire, chrysoberyl, yellow sapphire, and emerald. Some Vedic astrologers caution that all stones are not recommended or tolerable for anyone at any given time. And so it's important for you to look at your astrology. Most people, though, can work easily with the Navaratna, so I would not worry. Most people's charts are well aspected to work with it. So protection, prosperity, and an easing of the symptoms of overload of negative energy. It basically clears the channel. And I have found since I've been wearing it that I've had some really interesting sort of physical effects, like health benefits. I've been noticing an easing. I tend to have like a shoulder issue. I've been noticing an easing of that pain, and I've been specifically wearing it on my left hand because it's my left rotator cuff, and I've been feeling better. I mean, you could say maybe there's other things happening too, but it's interesting, right? Isn't it gorgeous? Okay, so this is the Navaratna ring. I just had it. Oh, here it is. Okay, I have 50 of these. The retail price on these is $59 because it's got 2 sapphires and an emerald. So $59. Our price is $45. And again, fully adjustable, $45. Shipping is included in the US. Isn't that fun? You are going to love this ring because it looks like a little sparkling rainbow on your hand. And then it gives you, it's kind of an interesting conversation piece too. And like I said, I've never been able to bring you a Navaratna ring. And I love it because all of the stones are natural. That's a real sapphire. That's a real emerald. That's a real yellow sapphire. I thought when I first was working on these that the price was going to have to be close to $100. So when I was able to do it at this price, I thought that was really great. But we don't have more of these. They take a few months for us to design them and get them in. And we're not working on them right now. So when you get it, you're the only one who has a Navaratna. Isn't that cool? Yeah, Nathan's been wanting it. You know, if you know about Vedic astrology, and I would encourage you to research it, especially, like I said, if you love Western astrology, it's kind of like an enhancing of what you already know, and it kind of gives you an additional layer, right? I will try to get more. If you guys like it, I'm so glad you're excited about it. I geek out about stuff like this. I really, really do. So anyway, this is page 60 in my book, if you have it, and then you can read more about that. I'm glad you're excited. It's kind of fun for me when I can bring you the things that I've written about. You know, as an author, that kind of like closes the loop for me, and it feels really good to give you something that I've taught you about in the past. Kristen's geeking out with me too. Elizabeth's geeked out too. I love it. Yeah, I agree. Soleil said she thinks Vedic is more accurate. A lot of people do think that Vedic astrology is more accurate than Western astrology. Not to be judgy, but a lot of people say it's more accurate. It's interesting, right? I love that. Tammy says it was like, you're getting it, right? You guys are so cute. Love you. Okay. Congratulations.
I saw a comment from somebody earlier.
Yeah.
Can't remember who it was.
Okay.
But she was saying that she has a nickel allergy, so she's concerned about purchasing one of our adjustable rings. And I thought we could clear the air for her.
Yeah. Do you have information from them? Or did you ask Robin in Brooklyn?
Well, our adjustable rings are 95 sterling.
They're sterling silver, but they're not, so all of our jewelry is 925, but Q siren, but you still have to decide if that's okay for you. There are some people who say with nickel allergies that they still really can't tolerate sterling silver.
Oh,
I have a nickel allergy, and I wear it all day long every day. But I don't want to say just because it works for me, do you know what I mean, that it would necessarily work for you too. So I want you to know what the metal is, and then you can make an informed decision.
And Hydro Mickey is asking us to bring more ocean lapis. We'll keep an eye out for it in Tucson.
I know. I'm going to be on the hunt now. I really am. And I think now that when my lapis supplier found out, he was like, oh, I didn't know that that's the color that you like. And I'm like, oh my God. But he didn't have any spheres in it. He didn't have any I was hoping, right? So now that he knows, I think he'll be more kind of on the lookout for me. Well, we're moving in a few months away from our current location, so we won't be hearing sirens anymore. There's no fire departments near our new location. So, and part of me is going to miss it because I feel like I send them good energy when I stop for them. So, anyway, is that helpful? I am going to be in Tucson. I'm going to Tucson 3 times, but I'm not selling there. We were going to, and then we opened escrow on our building. And escrow closes while we're in Tucson and construction begins. So I was too nervous about setting up our shop in Tucson and also trying to navigate construction on our new space. So construction starts in February. I think we'll probably be moving April, May. We all want in there so bad. I mean, it's really cool. We all want in there so bad, but we have a lot of construction to do. I'm excited, but come find me. I'm so easy to find because I'm live. Like, how many hours a day am I live?
24.
I know. My team gets so annoyed because even they are like, you're going live again, but I get really excited about stuff. I'm like a kid. So, and honestly, you can track my lives. Like, oh, she's over at the Hotel Tucson. Great, right? So.
I don't get annoyed.
Huh?
I said I don't get annoyed.
You don't, but sometimes they do. The big kids.
That's why you're bringing me along.
So Alexis is going to be with me 24/7 the whole time I'm there. So I'm super excited about that. It's the first time I get to bring Alexis to Tucson. Super stoked. I was able to bring her to Denver, and it was like a huge help to have her there. So she's going to be with me. I'm glad you guys are excited too. Yeah, so we'll be there. I'm making 3 trips. I'm going out for 2 days, then I'm coming back, then I'm going back for 9 days, then I'm coming back, and then I'm going back one more time for 48 hours at the end of the show. So you'll find me. Congratulations, you guys. All right. Oh, yeah. I'm so into these. I've become obsessed again with obsidian. Do you ever have that where like you are obsessed with a stone and then you kind of get unobsessed with it and then you get like re-obsessed with it? Does that happen to you? Sometimes I'm really into something and sometimes I'm like, eh. So I've come and gone with obsidian. I think probably because I see so much of it. But then I got re-obsessed with it because I've been researching a lot about the Aztec civilization. I had a really powerful experience with all things Aztec in my last ayahuasca ceremony back in October, and so I've just been really digging in. I've read like 8 books now. And they were obsessed with obsidian, the Aztecs. They called it obsidiana, and they believed it was pure fire. It was the only hardened pure fire on the planet. So they used it in ceremony. And they carved, really interesting, they carved actually single terminated wands, like single point with a rounded bottom, and used it to remove energy. These are, I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's my jaguar. It's sexy, isn't it? Jaguar medicine is very powerful medicine. Jaguar is one of the main animal spirit allies who comes for me when I do shamanic journey. Jaguar is almost always, when you do shamanic journey, it's good to sort of allow an ally to come and escort you. And Jaguar is always the first to come and get me. Protective, elusive, mysterious, powerful, seductive, very much, I would say, fire element energy, but also very earthing, very grounding, connected to the earth, but able to move easily, quickly, swiftly through all kinds of terrain and experience. So this is a really beautiful way of representing that energy. These are hand carved. You can even see the tool, the tool marks really was hand carved. So there's something, just in my opinion, magnificent about that. Human hands, man. when the day comes that everything's done by machine, I'm not going to be as excited anymore. Because there's something about the energy of this. Okay, he is...
Number 10.
I have 5 of these. Okay, the retail value on these is $680. Our price for the 5 of them, $4.99. $4.99, which again, from my perspective, is a crazy price. $4.99, but there are only 5. And none behind them. So if this is calling to you, if you want to work with that medicine, and particularly if Central American medicine is powerful for you, the way it is for me in particular, that's why Jaguar medicine speaks to me so powerfully. And I love Jaguar as a very protective guide for deeper magical and ceremonial work. This would be a tool that if you do ceremony or you do journey work of any kind, this should be with you, sitting with you. You can focus on his energy, and as you drop into your ceremony, Obsidian, the stone, like I said, deeply protective and clearing, and that's why it was carved out of that material. I know, aren't they amazing? Congratulations. Yeah, so Angel's asking how to buy. Once you go to sagegoddess.com and you set up your account page, then all you have to do is say sold. And this would be a good one for quad pay. Tress is asking where I recommend going for a safe ayahuasca ceremony. The sad part is nobody can recommend anyone to you because we can't jeopardize, their safety. So, but what I have found is when you want to do it, the medicine finds you. And then you'll just have to, trust your intuition that you've got someone that's good and protective and holds a good container, and which, in my experience, everyone that I've worked with has been beautiful in that way. I wish that for you. I know little jaguars would be cool, wouldn't they? Yeah, I mean, Peru is a great place to go in general for beautiful ayahuasca ceremony. There's some really great shaman in Peru. So keep poking and keep asking. It'll come to you if it's right. Mm-hmm.
Shall we do another ring or a necklace?
Okay, why don't we do a necklace and then maybe some winners? I think they're probably itching to know who's getting what here. Oh yeah.
Sounds great.
Okay. This is, I think, we have one other necklace after this tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, we have some cuffs for you. This necklace, I have 50 of these left. This is another necklace that was custom made for Sage Goddess. Isn't this beautiful? This is 24 karat gold over sterling silver. So one of the beautiful things about this is adjustable. So it goes from 17 to 19 inches. And if you're like me, I like to wear layered necklaces. So it looks beautiful if you have something slightly shorter and then something longer beneath it. Very, very sexy necklace. The lotus, of course, is a symbol of transformation and also enlightenment, reaching a higher state of consciousness. And we were really picky about this. I wanted garnets in the necklace. So the whole necklace itself is individually beaded garnets. Are they beautiful? Those are rutile garnets. And then the lotus itself and the little dangle are open on the back because you want your stones, the energy of them, to come through to your skin. And then I chose the stones in the middle, and basically what my intention was is that there was one for each chakra, more or less. Isn't it beautiful? So you've got beautiful garnet there, carnelian, you have citrine for your solar plexus, then you have peridot there for your heart chakra, blue topaz for your throat chakra, you have iolite for your third eye chakra, and then you have amethyst for your crown. So this is the ultimate chakra balancing and grounding necklace for spiritual transformation and enlightenment. Isn't that beautiful? On my first finger, my snake is an amethyst. These will be coming back too at some point. We're working on them. They're not here yet, but this is an amethyst snake. Isn't he cute? You guys bought all of those when I was back in Denver a few months ago. Yeah, so that's a snake, and then this one is moldavite, which is from a gem sale too. Almost all my jewelry that I wear is from our gem sales. So a lot of you have everything that I have. So this one, I have 50 of these. The retail value is $99. Our price is $79 for the ultimate chakra balancing lotus necklace. Isn't it gorgeous? And what a gift, too. I mean, if you were going to give this to someone, it's all 925 sterling. But I put the gold over because I really like mixed metals. I like to wear a lot of gold. Gold is a symbol of power, prosperity, strength, confidence. I mean, you name it. Gold does everything. It conducts energy really beautifully, but it also strengthens you from within. It's my favorite material to work with, especially if you're having solar plexus issues. Also, a lot of people who have irritable bowel disease and IBS wear gold and say that it helps because, again, it's strengthening that solar plexus chakra. Aren't they gorgeous? So if you like it and you have your account set up on sagegoddess.com, you can just say sold, and that's how you purchase. Would love to send it to you. And again, your shipping is included if you're in the U.S., and it's $5 per item if you are outside the U.S. I'm glad you guys are loving that one. Yeah, you have to, you know what? You have to kind of know that if something's really meant for you, you will get it. And be patient. I know it's hard sometimes, but you know, it might just be more important medicine right now for someone else, and then next time when someone else wants it, but it's more important for you, the universe balances that out. I really believe that. Might be funny, but I've just seen it over the course of my life. You know what I mean? It's like honoring, trusting the process a little bit.
Should we do our other necklace?
Yeah, we should. Okay, so I'm gonna do our final necklace for tonight. We have pendants, but this is the last necklace. Okay, this I'm gonna just put it over my hair so you can see. Maybe that's not gonna work. Let me try doing it the other way.
Do you need help?
Do you mind modeling it for me? Might be easier for you because my hair is so long, and I had to put my hair up last time to put this on. Do you mind modeling it?
No.
If you have long hair, you should put it up and then put the necklace on and then let your hair down. This is an amazing necklace. Okay, she's got it. Looks really great on you. Okay. Do you want to take my place?
Should I get, okay.
Yeah, let me.
I can't see myself because
get closer to the camera. Like, you're good. No, you're good.
Okay. Here it is.
Okay. I have only one of this necklace, and this is the one that I wore when I did the video. Isn't it gorgeous? So it's, if I may, it's peridot with red coral and malachite, gorgeous malachite, and it goes all the way around, and it kind of hinges. I think the style of it is really, really cool. I know Nathan's like,
yeah, Nathan's telling me it belongs to me, so I guess we're not selling this. I guess you guys can't have it. Oh, thank you, everyone.
It does look beautiful on you.
Thank you.
Okay,
guys.
so red coral. Do you see how that happened? It hinges. I think it's the coolest thing. And you can sort of, you know, if you want to pull it wider, you can keep it apart, or if you want to, when I wore it, I had the 2 points touching, so it's really up to you and what's comfortable for you. I think it looks beautiful on her too. Okay, so let me show you. It's open on the back. This is 925 sterling silver too, by the way, and the price on this one is incredible too. It's a different design. It's different than I've ever seen before. Now, let me tell you who this is for. This is for someone who needs feminine power, including prosperity, but prosperity that comes through the feminine. This is a priestess necklace. Malachite heals the feminine physical body. That red coral is fertility, connection, abundance, and then peridot is the ultimate stone of prosperity. They call it the cornucopia stone because it just attracts energy to you. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, they're so sweet. You guys do not have to buy this for me.
Oh, they're wanting to buy it for you, Alexis. I love her too, you guys. I really do. Okay. Let me find it and tell you.
Yes, that is line 21. Or 20. I think I accidentally.
No, it's 22.
22. Okay, yeah, you're wonderful.
Okay, so the retail value on this is $349. Our price is $319. $319. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, you're not ever going to see anybody else wearing anything like that. I wore it with a patterned dress that had like green and blue, and as long as it's the same intensity of color. But I will tell you, I think this with a black something, and especially if you wear it to work, like if you wear it with like dress clothes, right? I mean, it is such the ultimate piece. It's a good price. So congratulations, whoever is getting this piece. Thank you, Ciara. I see you, so I'm sure the team will catch up with you. We will. Okay. Yeah, or on the beach with a bathing suit. Now I'm going to get distracted and be thinking about beaches and bathing suits, which it's not that time yet. It's been so cold here in Southern California. Like I literally, Zoe went to school for an hour today before she called because she wasn't feeling well.
Oh.
She literally was fine when she went to school, and then she called and she came home. She had 102 fever. But anyway, she literally wore a jacket today and then wanted to take a blanket. Now, I know we're wusses here in Southern California, so don't even start. I know. I mean, I used to work on the East Coast. I commuted from San Francisco to D.C. and lived and worked there for 7 to 10 days a month. So I know what the East Coast is like. But anyway, it's been cold here. And you guys are warm in the Midwest and on the East Coast. What's happening? The planet's all flip-floppy. Anyway, thank you for your sweet wishes. She told me she was feeling better when I called her before I went live with you guys, so that's good. Okay. It does get cold here. It really, really does. Okay. What is next, darling? Do you want to do winners?
Yeah, we can announce some winners.
Let's do that.
They keep asking about the rings, so let's announce those here.
The Navaratna, yeah.
So they went to Mara R and Jen A.
Mara R and Jen A. I'm so excited for you guys who got the Navaratna ring. I love it so much.
Denise D and Viking Lass.
Denise D and Viking Lass.
Jenny B and Vicky M.
Jenny B and Vicky M.
Rhonda L and Jessica J.
Rhonda L and Jessica J.
Holly W and Beth H.
Holly W and Beth H.
Lori LaCour and Alyssa R.
Lori LaCour and Alyssa R. Yeah, congratulations, you guys. So happy for you.
Adriana R and Eileen W.
Adriana R and Eileen W.
Becky L and Katana A.
Becky L and Katana A.
Game Toy Stevenson and Darlene R.
Game Toy Stevenson and Darlene R.
Linda Y and Retha L.
Linda Y and Maritha L. Congratulations.
Cindy B and Che Dolan.
Cindy B and Che Dolan.
Fontice F and Vicky C.
Fontice F and Vicky C.
Louise H and Island Girl XO.
Louise H and Bonnie. Congratulations.
Tara L and Christine G.
Tara L and Christine G.
PT Just a Girl and LaFawn.
PT Just a Girl and LaFawn.
Maria G and Chris M.
Maria G and Chris M.
Elizabeth M and Tracy B.
Elizabeth M and Tracy B.
Kristen M and April B.
Kristen M and April B.
Amy C and Denise H.
Amy C and Denise H.
Michelle N and Renee H.
Michelle N and Renee H.
Karen Carly and Alcyone F.
Karen Carly and Alcyone. Congratulations.
Alcyone, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's a kind of an obscure name, but it's one of my favorites from mythology.
It's
so
beautiful.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yay!
Nathan and Jody S.
Nathan and Jody S.
Hydro Nikki and Joanne S.
Hydro Nikki and Joanne S.
Aurea and Carissa.
Aurea and Carissa.
Emily F and Mystic Gypsy.
Emily F and Mystic Gypsy. That is all. Congratulations, you guys. Someone asked me if we can do it in silver. I will look into that. It traditionally, when you do something like this, which is a very, very, very traditional Indian design, they do it in gold. But I can look into it in silver. One of the things I will tell you is most of my custom jewelry is two-tone. I'm kind of a bi-color kind of girl. I just like to blend metals because the different metals have different metaphysical properties. You know, just like when you work with aura quartz, you get the benefit of the titanium and the gold and all of the metals that have been bonded to that quartz, so it gives you like a hybrid experience. It's Nathan's first gold ring. That's really fun. I'm excited for you. And it's going to switch it up a little bit. We didn't do the Sugilite rings yet, did we? But you want to separate that out a little bit.
We have not done the Sugilite rings. We can do that if you want to do.
You want to do that? Okay. You want to see what else I have in rings? Because this is the only other ring of the show, I believe. Actually, there's one. No, that's it. Yeah. Okay. So the last ring of the night, darlings. Becky Bowman wants to know what she bought tonight.
Becky.
We will tell you that. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it all together. But first I'm going to find this ring.
Becky got a black obsidian panther.
Becky got a panther. Becky Bowman got a panther. Congratulations.
And that's all I have her for.
That's all we have you for. Okay. Okay, Okay, here, there they are. Okay. Oh, I have decent quantity of this. I have 44 of these, but I will tell you, last call for Sugilite rings. This is it. The retail value of this ring is almost $100. My price is not $100. It's a really good price. Now, I want to show you this, so don't buy anything because I want to talk to you first. This is why I take a minute to tell you things, because otherwise if I tell you the price, you're going to go buy it, and I want you to know what you're buying. Okay, Sugilite grows with manganese. It's called an ore of manganese. And in fact, the process of finding Sugilite was accidental. They were mining manganese in South Africa, which is the black, very stabilizing for the central nervous system, really good for autoimmune disease. So I love the mineral in general, but they found the purple mineral, and they also found other minerals too, boostamite, richterite, a couple of others. This is the first and only Sugilite I've seen that's banded, though. Do you see how it's almost like phantom lines? Usually it's kind of a swirly pattern, doesn't, neither here nor there. But these are really, really interesting because of that banding. It's different from any other Sugilite I've seen. And I had this one on my middle finger earlier, so you can kind of see what it looks like just wearing it on its own. I like this size a lot. Isn't it beautiful? Because this is about, if you look at my other rings, this is about the size I tend to wear. I am really hard on my hands. I mean, I'm a doer. I cook, I do dishes, I do laundry, I scrape weird stuff off the floor. I have kids. So I am not delicate with my jewelry. And so I need rings that are beautiful, but not too big, because then it's overwhelming, right? Sugilite, it's interesting. Siren of the Void asked, would Sugilite be good for sleep? Probably. I find it very calming, but what it's mostly known for is autoimmune stuff. It's known to be a really good stone for healing autoimmune. I've said this before, you can go research on your own. I'm not allowed to say it, but there are people in this world who believe that Sugilite cures a bigger disease. And so as soon as that messaging came out into the gem world, the price of Sugilite doubled instantly, has almost tripled, because of what people say about its capacity to heal the thing. I can't say what the thing is, but you can go do your research and your homework. So that's what some people come to me looking for, Sugilite specifically for that. I had it and I lost it, Alexis.
Somewhere around 25.
Okay, there it is. Like I said, retail price on these is $99. Our price is $69. I have 44 of them. And then that is the last of Sugilite rings in the house at SG. The ring on this finger is the Navaratna ring that I think those are gone now, I think. It's a great price on the Sugilite ring. You're going to love it. I mean, you'll just want to have it on all the time. I love Sugilite. And this one can stand on its own. I mean, be a great 4-finger ring too. They're pretty. And people always ask me, what is that? What is that? What is that? Because it's just so different looking. You don't see a lot of stones like this in nature. That color, that opaque purple, reminds me a little bit of stitch-tite. Right? But it's still different, and stitch-tite doesn't grow with manganese, right? So the manganese thing and the healing properties of it is a whole other party bonus of getting Sugilite. So the rings on this hand, this is a Evil Eye ring that is I'm trying to have made for SG. So I'm in the process of designing this one. This is Sugilite, this is Moldavite, this is Wedding from 100 years ago. That's Navaratna, and that's the Sugilite. I got married, and that was my ring. Dave and I designed that ring. The really funny thing about this, Dave and I designed my engagement ring, and I still love it to this day. I got it 20 years ago, but I still love it to this day. And I was so excited about it. And then literally the next month, I opened Martha Stewart Weddings, or maybe it was 2 months later, and there was my ring. That was I had never seen it before. And we drew it. Because we took Princess cut and turned them on their side. They're kind of, not that you need to see my wedding ring, but I thought it was really different at the time. Boo. Janet her husband's designed her ring too. Isn't that cool? Close-up of the eye ring. Yeah. This is the eye ring. So I'm going to have this done for you. I'm working on it. Isn't that cool? It's different. I like it. It's very lightweight. It's not the best designed ring. It's not very strong. I think if I banged my hand too hard, I'd probably snap it, but I'm going to make it for you. And this one is done in white gold, but it's very thin. I'm going to make it for you in sterling. All right, congratulations, Sugilite rings, people. Ooh, a Hamza ring, Wes Combs. I'm liking that. That would be really cool, wouldn't it? Really nice idea. Now I gotta figure out how to do that. Thank you for that. If I make one, Wes, remind me and I will gift you one, since it was your idea. Just remind me, like, hey, you made that ring. Remember you told me I was gonna get one? Sometimes I do that when people inspire things, like when I actually end up making the things. It's really nice to go back and say, you inspired that. Here's your ring. Hamza pendant we're working on, but I haven't done a Hamza ring yet. I know, we're working on all the things kind of behind the scenes right now. Oh, that Larimar is, oh my god. What number is that one?
This is around 26. It's right underneath the Sugilite.
Okay.
I love that it has the green, like almost like a green color in there.
Well, that's the best quality, has that blue and green and looks like flowers. That's what when they tell you like how to look for Larimar of good quality. They tell you to look for. I'm so tired. They tell you to look for like sort of like flowers, right? Where you have the green, you see little specks of green, and then surrounded by that really deep, beautiful, like almost a robin's egg blue. Isn't it beautiful? And then you want the white lines. So if you don't know, look at the back. I mean, this piece is such nice quality that the back is even good.
The back is beautiful. I actually think I like the back more.
Alexis likes the back better.
I mean, it's gorgeous, but I love that back bit.
Listen, you can carry it, ladies and gentlemen. I have faith in you. I am proud of you. We can rock this. I mean, I'm a real small person, so if I can pull it off, and I think I probably could, right? It doesn't look so weird. You definitely would be staring at my chest more than normal, probably, if I had it on, but I mean, we could rock this. I think we really could.
Annette Chastain said that is a dessert plate.
It's a dessert plate. I love it. Honestly, you could, like, charge your other stones on it. It's so big. It's like a Larimar landing pad, right? You could, Dawn Fishers, like, you could grid on that. Okay. This is the largest Larimar pendant I've ever had or ever seen. And like I always say, doesn't mean there's not a bigger one in the universe, but not in Athena land. I've been around the block. This isn't my first rodeo. I've seen quite a lot of Larimar. I've seen a lot of jewelry in my time. Never anything as big as this. The retail value on this piece is $1,800. Because it's sort of like, it's not exactly like diamonds, but when it's like diamonds in the sense that when you get to a certain size, the price just, right, it skyrockets because the piece that this has to come from, the rough, is a bigger piece. And Larimar comes from the Dominican Republic. It's an underwater mine. It's like a shelf of land where they mine Larimar. That's the only place Larimar comes from. It's not like there's a bunch of sources of Larimar. So, and Larimar is throat chakra. I mean, you could, wear it up high or just like lay this thing. It would cover your whole throat chakra. If you can't speak clearly and speak your truth with this thing, I don't even know how to help you. You may be beyond help. Okay, the price on this is $9.99, which is almost half of the retail. $9.99 for the largest Larimar pendant kind of in the history of SG. I know. Isn't it gorgeous? Unbelievable. Hemimorphite. Dawn was asking, what's the Chinese stone that looks like Larimar but is also pricey? Hemimorphite, which I love. And hemimorphite's a really cool stone too. And it's kind of the same, like Pantone, the same color wave. Kind of bluey, greeny. You know what I mean? I love hemimorphite too. Hemimorphite's too soft though, in my experience, to cut and carve on cabochon and get it into a shape like this where you could have a necklace made. I will tell you, it is heavy. Did you see the little Larimar cabochon hearts in the shop today? Can you pick that plate up, actually?
Oh, yeah.
You think you could?
That's the
I'm not going to
yeah. I'm like trying to
It's so super pretty. I just want to show you because they're really, really cool. Not to distract you from what we're doing now, but...
It looks so pretty on that labradorite.
I know. Jamila did a beautiful job setting it up too. Okay. These are the Larimar hearts. Don't leave. If you want one, you can get one when we're done. I want you to stay with me. But I can't tilt it because they're all going to fall off, but let me get closer to you. These are the same quality, so if you want Larimar, but $1,000 is kind of out of your budget, look at these. And so what I wanted to do with them was build a grid. And this is absolutely what you should do if you get one. You should build a grid. Not pretty? I would put a quartz generator in the center. But we have 3 different sizes. You can wire wrap them. You can have them made into jewelry. This is the small, that's the medium, and then that one in the middle is the large. And I will tell you, you can do your homework. As far as I can see, nobody has Larimar heart cabochons at a lower price. Like, this is a really, 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 on sagegoddess.com, it's a really good value. So if you want some good throat chakra magic for gridding, not right now, but some other time. I can leave it there because I want to make a little video of it later too. Wear them as pasties, says Denise. It's getting interesting here now. Listen, I'm not going to be the one to stop you. I'm not going to be the one to stop you. Okay, yeah, I think the lotus necklace is still available. Is that what you guys were saying? And the Larimar? No, just the Larimar pendant is still available. So this is here.
We do have some lotus necklaces.
Oh, we do have lotus necklaces left too. So if you missed the 7 chakra balancing lotus necklace, yeah, this is custom to SG, so you won't see this anywhere else in the world. It's kind of fun when we do custom stuff because you're just not going to see yourself coming and going. You might see something similar, but I literally chose every stone and the order of it, and I chose the stones for the necklace. So this was handmade for us. Isn't it beautiful? And it's stamped SG on the back too. That's how you know when you've got a piece that was custom designed for us. It says 925 and then SG with a heart. Aren't they pretty? I know, let me get close to you so you can really see. I just love it so much. So there's garnet for root chakra, carnelian for sacral chakra, citrine for solar plexus, peridot for heart chakra, blue topaz for throat chakra, iolite for third eye chakra, and then amethyst for crown. Isn't that beautiful? And then the necklace is all garnets. And it's 17 inches, but it adjusts to almost 19 inches, about 18 3/4. And Sugilite rings, I'm not sure. Yay, Amy's here. That's fun. Yeah, well, that's what we thought. That was my intention in bringing it to you now, was January birthstones garnet. So if I've got Capricorns in the house, or you know, some later Aquarians in the house, this is your stone. Oh, was it closer? Christine Gard just said when I got close it was very clear. Okay, maybe that's a secret, Christine, because I was sitting here kind of sad that maybe my camera sucked. I don't want my camera to suck because it's a brand new camera. Lauren is a Capricorn. Happy birthday to you, Lauren. I was just talking to somebody today. I think that I have always said I think Cancers are the best sign to marry because Cancers are very emotionally available and they're very caring and they're attentive. But I actually think, and I married an earth sign, I think Virgos, Taurus, and Capricorn make great spouses. I really, really do. They're not the people who do the weird shit that you hear other people doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're very, like, even-keeled, but they're strong. They're usually successful, especially Capricorns. Capricorns are never not going to be successful. Seriously. Like, I have so much respect for them because it's just like they fall down, they get back up, they keep going. It's very inspiring. Kiona got a Capricorn. I got me a Virgo. I like it. Nikki's a Cancer and married a Leo. That's stressful. Sages are weird. We're just weird. I have a Sag moon. We don't want to be indoors. That's where we get weird. We're like, can we just go outside forever? I think most Sagittarians would like to live outside, like in a tent. We could talk about this all night. Like once we get into astrology, my ADHD kicks in and then I don't even know where I am anymore.
Should we talk about aragonite?
We should talk about aragonite because it's the stone of organization. So maybe aragonite will bring us back to our task.
And it also looks similar to the Larimar.
It's Capricorny. It does look like Larimar, actually. These come with the stand, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
It's number...
Oh, as soon as you say it, there it is. Okay, these I don't have a lot of, I will just tell you. And these we custom ordered these. So this is blue aragonite. Isn't it gorgeous? This is from China. This is Chinese aragonite. You'll find aragonite comes from a few different localities around the world, but this in particular comes from China. It looks like Larimar. Isn't it beautiful? Let me tell you, so this is throat chakra. I think it's funny because today on sagegoddess.com, it's the free throat chakra perfume, with $30 purchase. I think it's funny that that's the day that we have this sale and we have so much throat chakra stuff. Like, it can't be a coincidence, right? So I have 4 sizes of blue aragonite. Now, aragonite in general is a stone of organization. Some people say it's a good stone for, like, it's a good stone for people who have, like, too much going on. Like, too much running thoughts, too much chaos in their life, too much, like, it's really good if you're confused, and it's also really good if your space is a mess, because aragonite helps you organize. And then the blue aragonite is specifically known for contentment and serenity. They call it the serenity stone. And so this is like, it's really good for 2020 if you're trying to get your shit together and be more peaceful. You're done with the drama, you're done. That was so 2019, right? Now you're here and you're like, this year I'm going to be peaceful, I'm going to be mindful, I'm going to get my shit together, I'm going to be organized. Right? Too much in your head. Teresa Jolly, me too. I mean, I think I live in my head sometimes, honestly. I think if I didn't have a family, like, I probably could take a vow of silence. I honestly really love silence. But in my head, it's not silent ever. It's a party in my head. Sometimes I don't vocalize it. Okay.
3.
Thank you. So I have 4 of the small. The retail price of the small is $150. Our price is $119. And it comes with the cutest little clear quartz sphere stand. These are made for SG. Isn't that fun? So it's going to magnify the energy of that sphere. Isn't that fun? So those are the smalls. And then I have 15 of the medium. This is the one I have the most of, is this beautiful medium size. This is a good size. It's 2.5 to 3 inches. I have 15 of these. This is $139. Retail value $175. And again, this comes with the stand too. Isn't that fun? Yeah, no, this is not dyed. When it's dyed, you'll know. Have you ever seen blue aragonite when it's dyed? It's all blue. It doesn't have any of the white, like, veining, you know what I mean? You've seen it. We used to have some tumbled pieces, and I mean, this was like eons ago. And they stopped manufacturing. I mean, it doesn't have the white lines and stuff. Yeah, Diane said her son has OCD, intrusive thoughts. Hypersthene for OCD and intrusive thoughts is really, really good. Hypersthene with a little bit of lepidolite. Remember my recommendation. And then this would be a good one too. Okay. Large. I have 4 of these. 3.5 inches. $229. Now, I only have 1. Sucks when there's only 1 of the big one. Like, that's happened with the Mondo quartz today. It happens sometimes. Like, because here's the thing. I mean, do you know how much loss there is when they carve spheres? Now, the good news is it's never lost. I've told you these stories so many times, but some people are new, and so I tell the same stories. It's not because I'm senile. It's because sometimes people need to hear a story that I've just said a bunch of times, so bear with me. There's a lot of waste. So the piece of rough that it would take to produce this, I'm pulling back from the camera to make a point. The piece of rough that it would take to produce this would be about the size of the screen, a little bit smaller than that. So the rest of it gets lost, right? Maybe not quite that, but you get the picture. Like, you lose a whole bunch of rough around it. So what they do is they take those smaller shards, they will make tumbled stones out of it, palm stones out of it, the smaller pieces, the rough, and then some crazy people like me buy the dust. I actually buy gemstone dust, like what's at the bottom of the tumbling machines and stuff, because I like to use it for stuff, for crafting, and because I'm weird. So honestly, none of it gets wasted because there's weird people like me who will buy your dust. You got dust? Yeah, you can put it in paint. Some stones I don't want dust. I don't want malachite dust. And honestly, no one does, and no one should ever go near malachite dust because it's very toxic. But oh my God, lepidolite dust? So back when I was very resourceful when I was younger. Back when I was a freshman in college, I started making soap. And I had kind of a little like business out of my backpack because I would make soap, bring it to school, and people would buy it. And my secret was I put lepidolite dust on my soap. And you can try that if you want, if you can find it. Or if you have some natural pieces and you can kind of grind them up. It makes a really cool exfoliant. So my secret was lepidolite dust. I would bring half a dozen bars of soap in my backpack, and they'd be gone by the end of the day. That would pay for my lunch and my dinner, and I was on my way. Yeah, play with gemstone dust. Make sure it's a stone that's safe so that you're not, you know what I mean? You're not inhaling things that you shouldn't be. But then you can experiment. Add it to your paint, add it to your, I mean, you guys are crafty and far more creative than I am, so go forward and do good with that. Yeah, put lepidolite in your paint, you know what I mean? It's beautiful. Okay.
Should we talk about that guy next to you?
We should talk about that guy.
Your boyfriend of the evening?
I have a new boyfriend.
And he's actually pretty light.
Is he really?
We never said the sold of the extra large.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we didn't?
No. The extra large sphere, sorry about that, everybody. $349. $349. I think he comes with this one, doesn't he?
Oh, that's for the related over here. I'll take that.
Oh, that's for the rutile one.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So he comes with this one. Sorry, $349. It's a great question from Daisy Taylor. What dust can you put in your paint to protect from 5G? I wish I had a good answer for that. You know, a lot of people work with amazonite for, you know, mitigating some of that the magnetic sort of stress and the toxicity of that increase in the frequency. So people are talking about amazonite for that. Shungite, I think, still is good. You know, shungite really does filter and purify, but I wish there was like a one-size-fits-all kind of answer for that. Yeah, the feed is agreeing with shungite, so. But I've heard a lot about amazonite, people working with amazonite and feeling better. Maybe you combine it, you know what I mean? Danielle's making Tree of Life pendants, I love that. Autism, sound. I'm telling you, I have made real strides with, because I'm blessed to be surrounded by families who have autistic children. Sound. You need a singing bowl if you have an autistic family member or child or loved one. They respond beautifully to sound, especially crystal singing bowls. That's the secret for them. Okay. Now I have a boyfriend. Let's see how heavy he is. He's not that bad. Whoop.
Do you need my help?
It might be good just because of my shoulder. But he isn't heavy. Which one is this one?
That one.
On or near?
Let me see. I just had it. Here it is.
Oh, there he is. Okay. All right. This is phantom chlorite in quartz with inner children.
Oh, it's so cool.
This is one of the coolest phantom chlorite clusters. Now, I'm going to support it with you. There's growth interruption here, so I'm going to turn it around this way. This dude has a double terminated point. Can you see this? I don't know if they can see that. Growing out of a chlorite phantom point. Can we talk? And then there's an inner child right here where this dude thought that he was going to get in there. It's like a threesome. This is your threesome cluster. I don't know if you need that in your life, but this is what this is.
If you turn it this way, you can see that this original big piece was also multi-turbinated.
Okay, so there's the multi-terms on that piece. Then there's a point growing out here. Then there's a situation happening here. I love these layers down here.
I know, the layers
Isn't that
are
beautiful?
Really cool.
Because this is quartz. Do you see the hexagonal formation? So you could say, wow, Athena, what is that? If you know what the crystal structure of your gemstones is, then you would look and say, those are hexagon, that's quartz. Isn't it beautiful? It's just covered in probably kaolinite. I see kaolinite. I see lithium. I see chlorite, obviously. Isn't that incredible? And then, first you have a threesome, and then you have like a 9-some or a 40-some, because there's like a whole family of points growing here. But again, they're all growing this way, and then this dude's over here. There's just a party happening here. Isn't it beautiful? And so I would put stuff in here. Like I would charge stuff in here. This is like a little vortex situation.
They're calling it a party in my hands.
That one little double term was this like, I don't even care what's happening. I'm just gonna, it is orgy quartz. You know, we can't behave to save ourselves. But I think that's partly why you're here, is for the entertainment. It's awesome, isn't it? Okay. This piece, retail value of this piece, it's hard to even assess because there's just so much going on. Some really rare formations like that double term interruption, like the inner children. There's 100 inner children on that piece. The retail price on this was $1,800. Our price is $770. $770. And you get to take home my boyfriend. All my boyfriends. Just there's a lot of situations happening there. How beautiful. $770 for that. It's a really good price. It's a heavy piece too. It's not as heavy as some of the pieces that we've had, but it's intense. And this one is a master healer. You have to know that chlorite is one of the most powerful healers of the physical body, and this one has chlorite phantoms all over it. So a lot of people come to me looking specifically for chlorite and quartz because they want it for physical healing. It also helps with regeneration of cells and tissues. So I actually had a client reach out last week who's going through chemotherapy. It was really interesting because one of the most common questions I get asked is, what do you do for chemo? You know, and smoky quartz has always been my go-to. It's really good for transmuting. It sort of removes energy from the field. Obsidian obviously is a good one too. That client wanted chlorite because they had been told that chlorite is the stone that you need to work with if you're going through chemotherapy. Had no idea. But then when I really thought about it, I'm like, you know, it makes sense because it's regeneration. And so any kind of like trauma like that, even though in the form of a treatment that's meant to help you, is still traumatizing to the body. And so it really supports cellular regrowth and regeneration. It's interesting, right? Who knew? Ruby Cornet said, this is the home shopping network of gems. It kind of is. Do you know that when I was young, I wanted to be an HSN host? I used to really dream of that because I thought I would be good at it. I like to talk to people on the phone. I mean, that's a weird like way to be eligible for a job. Like, hi, I'm good at talking on the phone. I'll be a host. But I like talking on the phone. I like talking about things. So anyway, here I am. Different kind of HSM, but still fun. Yeah, chemo, don't get me started. It's rough. You know what I mean? I so respect the individual decisions that people make about what to do with chemo because it really is an individual decision that people have to make. Well, listen, I would have gotten fired from HSN, I guarantee you, because of how naughty I am. I occasionally swear, I like to eat on camera, I tell inappropriate jokes, I have ADHD, so I'm a little off task sometimes, and so I probably would have gotten fired. So maybe it's better for all of us that I am here. Kristen, I'm so sorry to hear that, sweetheart. So many blessings to you and your family. I am so sorry to hear that. I really, really am. Truly. Yeah, I can't lick anything on HSN. Boring.
Should we talk about eyelight?
Yes.
Or,
okay, let's do eyelight. Now, did you see the Numite on sagegoddess.com today? Did it sell out, by the way? I don't know.
let me double check.
Okay. I don't want to talk about it if it's sold out because I hate to do that. It's so shitty. Don't do that. Hey, did you see this awesome thing that you totally can't have? It is mine, Paulette. My coaster says so. I used that coaster last night. I love it so much. Oh, there are surprise bags, darling. Thank you, Bridget. I love you. Thank you for saying that.
The medium and large are still in stock.
Okay. I'm going to give you a list of things to look for on sagegoddess.com when we're done. Ready? But don't go there yet because I need you here for just a little while longer. Okay. Numite is one of the rare stones on the planet. It's also one of the oldest stones on the planet, rivaled only by spinel. Okay, Numite is old AF. It's been around forever. It's really hard to mine Numite because where you mine Numite, it's iced over thickly for most of the year. So there's only really one time a year when they can get in to get Numite, and then it's an issue of quality and access and all of the things because it's a really difficult terrain to get to. Most of the Numite on the market is fake, okay? I have real Numite at sagegoddess.com today, carved by, and the reason I'm telling you this is same man who carved these. Who's my favorite? He's my favorite. I do have a favorite source of rare stones because to him, quality is everything. He's the one who made a lot of your stuff for your mesa last year. Love him so much. That's interesting. Jen said, I thought Isua stone was the oldest. Interesting. For sure, spinel is the oldest. So I'm not exactly sure, but I know spinel is the oldest by dating of any stones or materials on the planet. But it's interesting. I'll have to look into that. Okay. So we had sold out of those wands, of those the little wands of Numite that we have on the website. And then, because we're getting ready to move and we're kind of clearing some stuff up, we found a box with just a few left that we didn't know we had. So that was not a restock or a reorder. He doesn't have any more. So if you wanted one, I'm telling you, that was a weird, lucky thing. It is absolutely last call. You'll get free throat chakra perfume today, and your code is 17 chakra. When the time comes, don't miss that, especially if you're a collector. It's really super rare. It's got this flash in it, you guys, that I can't even describe to you, but on the website you'll see in the picture it shows you the flash, and they all have that flash. Okay, that man did this. And the quality of this is gem grade iolite, but it's formed into Shiva lingams. Shiva lingam is this shape, and there are actual stones that wash up on the Narmada River in India that are shaped like this. You've seen Shivas, right? They're half light, half dark, and they really represent sexual union. And so this is the shape of a Shiva, which is thought to be extremely healing, extremely powerful, and really important for integration of divine masculine and feminine, which is honestly what most of us spend most of our time working on, is trying to get the masculine and the feminine to partner correctly, internally, and also balancing it out in the world too. This is iolite with sunstone. They are so beautiful, you guys. Are you ready? I don't have a lot of these, but I'm really hoping this camera, because Christine said it would, so I'm going to hold it up really close to you because I need to show you what you're about to see. Iolite is the blue, okay? Iolite like this has these little orangey, see if you can see it, little orangey patches. That's sunstone. They grow together. Do you see how it sparkles? Oh, it kind of caught it. Did you see it? Okay. This ain't normal iolite. This is real, amazing. I mean, the quality that it has to be to show you that is insane. He had done some cabochons, just a few of them, and we don't have any more of those either. This material is so beautiful. So this is gem grade iolite with sunstone. Iolite is the stone that the Vikings used to help navigate their voyages, and sunstone is the stone of leadership. So this is like pointing you in the right direction, moving you in the right direction. It also activates the third eye and the sacral chakra for intuition and passion. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, they grow together. But, you know, in lower grades of iolite, you don't see the sunstone. So that's why you want to have this super juicy gemmy. So when you get your piece, just spin it and turn it. Like this one has it on the nose of it. Almost looks like a little face. It's got a little line and like 2 little dots of sunstone. That's super cute. Anyway, so just turn your pieces around. Where you see the sparkles is sunstone. And these all have it. They're so, so, so incredibly beautiful. Like this one, the whole side of it here is just sheen. Okay, so I have 8 of the small. I have 10 medium. I have 8 of the large, 4 extra large. So good for meditation, and I'll tell you something, I give a bomb massage with these. This is one of my favorite massage tools because you just put it on the body and roll it, and it gets into all the places. I love massaging with a Shiva, especially a little sunstone Shiva like this one's very sexy. Okay, small, $77. Medium, $97, large, $127, extra large, $147. And if we ever have these again, it won't be that price. Those are really, really, really good prices. To get one this size in that quality for under $200 is like, it's crazy and it's awesome all at the same time. Aren't they gorgeous? Wasn't it fun to see the sunstone in it, even if you don't buy one? Part of my mission, because I'm a teacher, and by the way, if you're not in my gemstone class, you should join it. We're starting next week. Crystal Masters is my online crystal healing class. It's only $30 a month. And you're going to get a certificate as a crystal healer at the end of the year from me. So if you haven't joined Crystal Masters yet, I'll have Team SG put the link in the feed for you. You need to go sign up because I don't want you to miss the class. You're going to love it. It's a 2-hour live class every month.
The Facebook group is a party, too.
Can we talk about who moderates the Facebook group for a minute? Because that would be a nice Alexis. I'm so glad. I won't be teaching crystal healing again next year. I'm only going to do it this year because I've got some things in mind for next year. So if you want to be certified as a crystal healer from me, especially for $30 a month, today is the day. And a lot of you are in it, but if you haven't joined yet, I would love to have you join. Okay. Congratulations if you're getting eye light with sunstone, you guys. You're going to love. Let me show you this one. This is another one that has really just, but I mean, it's got sunstone here, it's got sunstone here, it's got a patch of it here. It's almost like the stars in the sky. Let me try turning it and getting really close so you can see. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, like I literally could just spend hours. I really do love what I do because I'm obsessed, especially with really beautiful quality stones. Like this one has sunstone all the way around the cap of it there. Beautiful. Well, thank you for that, Dawn. I think so too. And what you should know is the person who carved them is amazing too. And maybe that's why I'm biased, because not only does the quality of his stones is unrivaled, but the quality of his energy is even better. Bridget said you're worth your weight in gold. In gold. Ooh. Okay, this is Alexis's boyfriend. This is the star of the show, you guys, I will tell you. Guess who carved it? Him.
Oh, I didn't even do that on purpose. Perfect segue.
Yep. Okay, there's only one. Oh, this was supposed to be dramatic. Hold on. Perfumery is coming. Not right now, not yet, but it's coming. That, my friends, is a scolecite skull. We're calling him Scully. Is it Scully? Yeah.
I'm calling him Skullicite.
Skullicite.
Because I'm a dork.
I think it's awesome. It is skullicite. Yeah. Let me tell you something, and like I said, I've been around the block. No skullicite skulls. That does not happen. Skullicite is one of the Synergy 12 stones. It's one of the most powerful crystals on the planet. It's rare. It comes from India. It is fragile. How they ever did this, I really don't know. It's hard to carve it. Okay? And it's well done, the carving. I mean, look at the teeth. Isn't it beautiful? For skullicite. So skullicite, skull, I'm going to have to, I'm just going to screw me up. Skullicite is an ascension stone. It really does create, it's, I mean, he's vibrating in my hand. It really does create almost like an electromagnetic field. And it raises your vibration, but it also strengthens your vibration. And it supports you. It's very nurturing. It supports you during times of change and transformation. If you're going through a lot of change and transformation, this is a good partner piece to have. Now, the retail value of this piece is about $2,500. Here's the thing. Who knows? It doesn't exist. Okay? I don't think there are these don't. I mean, no. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they always look just to see because we always like to be the best price show. Yeah, not the size, not this quality, and not him. Okay. $999. We kept it under $1,000, which is nuts. Even the bottom is beautiful. $999 for the most beautiful skullicite skull you will ever see. And you probably won't see another one because there aren't. Isn't that cool? Can you imagine sleeping with him, Teresa? She said she sleeps with skullicite. Skullicite, they say, brings sweet dreams. So I think that's actually a really great stone for you to work with. It does look like real bone, doesn't it? Oh my God. This is the star of the show. I'm going to say this is probably one of the rarest things I've ever brought you. Like, if you were to ask me to guess, I don't think I would ever see this again. Special enough where when the man who sold it to me, showed it to me, he was like, I mean, like, it doesn't happen, right? Did this go to Christine? Congratulations, Christine. Christine, who saved the day and told me my camera's better when I get closer. Thank you for that.
You deserved this, Christine.
You did. This is a great win for you, Christine. I'm really glad. And we're going to ship it to you in his little house. He has a house. Isn't he cute? He's even cute in his box. Very happy for you. Very happy for you.
Renee Helton named him long duck dong, like from 16.
Like from 16 Candles. Do you know the 16 Candles is one of my favorite movies of all time?
Me too. I love it.
I really do. I had such a crush on Jake. Oh my god.
Yes, I still have a crush on him. I love all John Hughes, like all of his movies.
Somebody told me, and I don't think so. Somebody told me they thought Dave looked like Jake, which is I don't think is true at all. But I was still like, I got a Jake. Because I don't think Jake would have picked me. I mean, maybe he would have. I don't know. I remember watching that movie and thinking like, I would freak Jake out. You know what I mean? Jake couldn't handle me.
He seems kind of vanilla.
He's conservative, I think. Yeah. Have you guys seen 16 Candles?
You all have to say 16 Candles.
Okay, are you weird like me? Did you like rewind it and play it again, that last part, and rewind it and play it again? Like when she like gets out of the wedding and like goes, bye everybody, and goes and gets in the car? Yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're probably not 46 years old. Or someone who enjoys 80s movies.
Oh, yeah.
You have to watch it. I made my kids watch it. I do that, like with Some Kind of Wonderful, which was filmed here in Southern California, which I loved.
Okay.
It was filmed right near the new building, actually.
Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's on my top 5.
I'll put it top 20.
So I hate the ending. And
yeah.
It's not how it was supposed to end.
It's not
how it was written. And so they had to change it. They had to go back and refilm it.
No way.
And they even had to have the guy who played Blaine come back because he was in a play at the time and he had shaved his head because he was playing a soldier. So if you rewatch the ending scene, the prom scene, he's totally wearing a wig and he looks ridiculous.
I didn't know he was wearing a wig. Now I'm going to have to go back and watch it again.
So they had to
Breakfast Club.
But yes, they had to refilm it, and like they didn't do a good job because he never apologized or anything. Like it could have been okay, but it wasn't. But so John Hughes went back, and John Hughes is awesome. He made Some Kind of Wonderful, so it would have the ending that he wanted for.
Are you serious? Okay, now I know that.
Yeah.
Dave started watching this show. We're going to come back, by the way, and talk about Stone Skin in a minute. But Dave started watching this show, and he's like, I think it's one of the guys from like one of your favorite movies. It's Blaine's friend. What was his name? Steph.
James Spader.
James Spader.
Yeah.
Spader?
Yeah, he was the best character in the movie, too.
Yeah, but I didn't like him. I didn't like him. But he did a good job. Team Andy. I was like, you don't treat Andy like shit. You don't put Andy in the corner.
Well, of course, everyone. Yeah, of course.
He didn't deserve her.
Yeah. No, he sucked. He sucked. Blaine sucked.
So, but I mean, I'm digressing. But so Dave was like, I think it's got like one of the characters from the movies that you really, or the actors. And I was like, James Spader. And then I was like, well, how, because I don't like to have, like, if I knew someone from the 80s, if they look really different now, it freaks me out. I know that's weird, but like, it's almost like a childhood thing. Mm-hmm. And he was like, he looks really different, I think. People were telling him. And I was like, I don't know if I want to see it. And then I watched it and I was like, this ruined it for me. He's so not Steph anymore.
No, he's turned into like a shriveled up. He's shriveled up.
He's still hot. I mean, I will say I like him, and I kind of like men who are balding. I have kind of a thing for that.
Oh my gosh.
But he's real different now.
Annette Chastain is okay, we can try to figure out how to do this. I don't know how to do this, but Annette Chastain is asking for 80s themed surprise bags.
Would you guys really want 80s themed surprise? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what SG products like. I don't know. I'm into it though. I'm into it. Yeah, better. Is it? I don't know. I don't know what show it is. Oh my god, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Don't even get me started. That's my kid's favorite movie of all time.
Good.
It's Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back on track.
Okay, back on track. It's hard for us sometimes to behave, and that's why I think you're here. The Blacklist. That's right. That's what Dave is watching. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I needed to say James, and he's super not Steph anymore. It's fine, but I had a moment.
Should we do the Amethyst generator?
Let's do it. Okay. I'm really excited about these. I have one of these at home on my coffee table, and it's funny because I don't have a massive amount of big crystals in my house because it can be sensory overload sometimes. So I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to like big pieces, but I do have one of these this size on my coffee table. Actually, right where I wrote all of my books. It sat there with me. I had a candle next to it that I lit every day. I had this and a piece of vanadinite so I could overcome writer's block. I love the feed that you guys are all into the movies, by the way. That really does make me love you more. Because my whole thing is, in order to be friends with somebody, they have to have at least seen one of these. You know what I mean? Because otherwise we don't have a common vocabulary. It's really true. So I'll go through the list. Like Breakfast Club? No. Some Kind of Wonderful? No. Valley Girl? Most people have not seen Valley Girl. I love Valley Girl. Okay. Fast Times at Ridgemont High? No.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Okay. Help me out, Alexis. Oh, there they are. As soon as I ask you, I always see it. Okay. These are amethyst, but they have smoky quartz in them too. So technically they're amethyst points. Now I want you to take a moment and really think about the mother cluster. When you see terminations this big, I want you to remember that this grew on a cluster. The cluster that this point would have come from, honestly, would have been likely a quarter the size of my classroom, probably. I mean, I'm just going by estimates, but it is the cluster that has to produce a point like this, that's about the size it would have to be. Can you imagine the process of like shearing these off, taking the points off of the cluster? It's an incredible thing. So do you see the smoky? Do you see how it's like an ombre from purple down to that to the brown, right? To the sort of silvery brown of that smoky. Aren't they beautiful? So what I love about these, and the reason I wanted one for my home, amethyst you have to have, right? It's peace. I use amethyst in my bedroom because even though amethyst is technically quartz, right? It's purple quartz. It doesn't vibrate at the same intensity that clear quartz does, and so it's okay for your bedroom. Mm-hmm. Amethyst is actually really good if you have trouble falling asleep, and then sodalite will keep you asleep. Did you see citrine on this one? I mean, they grow together. I see more of the purple and brown, but you might. This one has big rainbows on the face of it too. Let me show you. They're pretty. And some, oh, and I forgot to tell you, they're all phantoms. Sorry. Sometimes I forget the deets. They're all phantoms, meaning they all have lines within the lines. Phantoms are these lines where the inside of the stone, it stops and starts its growth process, or its growth. Oh, there's a big rainbow right there. And so it creates these like lines within lines, and those are phantoms, which is special. I mean, it definitely means it's more valuable than if it was not a phantom. This one is amethyst with a smoky phantom, which is really beautiful. Okay, so they left the sides natural and then just polished the top, which I think is really beautiful, gives it a really beautiful effect. Amethyst for peace, smoky quartz for detoxification, really good. Another place to put this, in your bathroom where you take your shower or your bath, because it's going to bring peace but detoxify. And for me, that's why I take a salt bath every day, is for peace but also detoxification. So I totally had it.
Well, it's around 16.
Okay, here we go. I have 3 of each. I have 3 medium. This is medium, which is super not medium. It's huge. And then I have 3 large. The medium is 6.5 to 7 inch. The large is 7.5 to 8 inch. But that's just the height. I mean, it doesn't take into account the width. They're all really massive pieces. I would have given my arm when I was a little witchlet back in the day. I wanted an amethyst generator. I remember paying $60 or something. I was like, I had to save up for it. And it was like this for a little amethyst generator back in the day. This one, the medium size, $175. It's a really, really, really good value, especially given that it's phantom with smoky and amethyst. And then the large, I have 3 of these. These are $250. And that's all she wrote. Aren't they beautiful? $175, $250. To kind of show you the difference. And you don't have to go big on this. I think this size is beautiful and perfect. And if you're putting it in your bathroom or in your bedroom, like, this is a fantastic nightstand size. This, like I said, mine is in my living room, because to me this is sort of more of a coffee table, you know what I mean? Or kitchen would be a good place too. My kitchen always, maybe it's because I'm Greek, but it's like the traffic zone. Everybody's always in the kitchen. So, and sometimes it gets hectic in there. It's a lot of energy, people coming in from school, dropping all their books, what's going on, he touched me, he looked at me, is dinner ready yet? I'm hungry, you know, like all that stuff. Put that in your kitchen. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. And you can put that on your flex pay or your quad pay, which is good too. Okay, congratulations. We'll let you know who got those. I love them very much. Okay, now I want to talk about this beautiful piece. This is very, very special. There's only one. I'm trying to find this spot. Oh, there it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wanted to find the aquamarine in it because I want to show them. Okay, this is, are you ready? Only one of these. The price is ridiculous. And whoever buys this piece, the whole purchase price is going to the charity of your choice tonight. This is our charity item. So every time we have a sale, we donate the full proceeds of at least one item to the charity of your choice in your name. So we don't do it for a tax write-off or anything. This is a pure donation in your name, and that's where your money goes. So this is red tourmaline, also known as rubellite, very grounding, very protective, also calming. Rubellite is very, very calming. Then it has smoky quartz all the way through it. And then there are these little, very light blue patches of aquamarine. It's really, really subtle. Like here's a little patch of it right here where it's like peeking through. Little tiny patches of this very light blue. They all grow together. Tourmaline grows with quartz, grows with beryl. And in particular, aquamarine, which is blue beryl, also grows with morganite. Tourmaline and morganite, I don't know what it is, but they love to grow together. And then we're gifting you a clear quartz sphere stand. This is $99. It should be $250. Isn't that cool? So, and all $99 are going to your charity. And you don't have to tell us now, like we don't put you on the spot, but like if you ever want to know where we've donated all this money over all this time, go to sagegoddess.com and under our About Us, you'll find our Gives Back page. And it's the whole page of where we've donated. When we donate on our own too as a company, but we also do these weekly or every other week donations as well. Isn't that cool? $99, right? Isn't that amazing? Rubellite, which is red tourmaline. This one actually has, this is a cool teaching piece just to show you. The red is rubellite and the pink is pink tourmaline. Isn't that beautiful? So you have both here, and then that's all smoky. Love, love, love. There's a little smoky quartz heart right here. That's how I would display it. Isn't that pretty with the little smoky quartz heart peeking out? Passion, protection, clearing, heart opening, emotional healing and renewal. Kind of what doesn't it do? Did Skylar get it? Can you guys confirm that? Looks like Skylar. Skylar Perry got it. Congratulations. Very happy. It's going to a beautiful home. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Okay. Yes. Okay. We have 2 pendants for you tonight that I want to show you. Is it okay if we do them back to back? Okay. And then just let me know numbers so I can guide them. You're going to love that sphere, Skylar. You're just going to love it. It's going to love you back. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, Yvonne, if you have a rubellite and smoky quartz palm stone, take a peek. And now that you know what grows with what, you can kind of be on the lookout. You become a more savvy consumer. And I want that. Even if you're not shopping with Sage Goddess, I want you to know what you're looking at. You know what I mean? That way you'll really know the value of the stones when you're purchasing them. So, okay.
Number around 22 for the
okay.
coral, and then around 27 for the multiple.
Oh, I've got it. Okay. They're right next to each other almost. Okay. This pendant I love so much, and there are no more. So if it speaks to you tonight, I would get one. This is red coral, natural, with garnet in sterling silver. It's all open on the back. And I'm going to tell you about all the metaphysical properties. I have 2 different sizes. Okay, so this is the large. I have 19 of the large. And this is the small. And I have 27 of the small. So the small is 1 inch. The large is 2 inches. Red coral, I do have moldavite coming after this. This is a very different energy though. So probably wouldn't be, the same person wouldn't want both maybe. Or maybe you need it to balance you out. So red coral. Yeah, so K-Posh, none of this is on the website. I mean, not to make things complicated, but that's why everybody's here. Because every other week I bring all these things live. So there's lots of stuff on the website, and you're welcome to go check it out. And I'm going to tell you about some stuff that's there when we're done. But you won't find these on there. I cherry pick all these special things, and they're all just here. So good to see you guys. Okay, this red coral is not endangered. We did our diligence. Can you remind me of location of the coral? We actually, Athena Mac, we made sure that this is not, just because we're obviously, you know what I mean, like we're concerned too. Okay, so let me tell you about the properties, and I'll tell you how much so you can get one. Isn't it beautiful? And it's natural. It's not dyed. Yeah. You got to be careful with coral. They're actually... Somebody gifted us a whole box of purple coral that used to grow off the coast here of Los Angeles. And do you know it's still sitting downstairs because it was endangered. And I don't even feel good about selling it. So it just sits there in a box. I mean, part of me is like, I should do something with it, gift it to somebody, because you hate to see that go to waste. Do you know what I mean? It was already harvested. So, but then I don't want to sell it. Does that make sense? I know it's weird, but okay, so it's weird that it's in a box. So red coral is the ultimate stone for fertility, and so is garnet. This is if you're trying to get pregnant physically, okay, as well as energetically. If you're trying to get pregnant or have a baby, this is like the ultimate baby making pendant. I'm not trying to do that, okay? I'm real good with where I'm at. I'm good with where I'm at, but if you are trying to have a baby, or if you know someone who is, like, I would gift this to them in a heartbeat. And I don't know about you, but I've had a lot of friends go through infertility. I get pregnant if someone looks at me the wrong way, so I never had fertility issues, but I'm compassionate because I know so many people who do. And, you know, they're always looking for, is there a necklace? Is there a stone? Is there a perfume? Is there a, do you know what I mean? So now here's the thing. I kept one of these for myself, and I will tell you why. If you're trying to do something new, something you've never done before, maybe it's like out of the zone, maybe it's you're moving into a different career path, or maybe you're moving into a different relationship, or you're trying to call in a new kind of relationship, or you're trying to build something that's new. That's the other metaphysical property of this stone. This is not fertility just of having babies. This is fertility of ideas, inspiration, experiences. It attracts energies to you. And it's very stabilizing and very protective and very balancing. So for me, because, so I'm working on new projects in my free time. And that's why I use this. So when I'm working on those projects, it's when I have my pendant on. And I was just wearing mine the other day. Mine's a little bit different. Mine points down and then it kind of separates at the bottom. And I kept that one because I only had one of them. It's the same size as this, but it kind of has like a 2-point on it. So I really bought this for myself. And then they had, this many, what I'm bringing to you tonight. And I thought this would be really good for you guys to have too. So if you want a baby, or if you want to create something, especially if you're creating something new, a book, a project, a job, whatever it is, this is the pendant for you. So I have 27 of the small. The retail price on the small is $109. Our price is $69. And then this is the large. The retail price on the large is $129. Our price is $89. So I think that's about 20%. So I have 27 of these $69. I actually think the retail price on this should be higher. I think that's probably a conservative estimate because it's all natural. Sometimes you find pieces that are made with like synthetic coral and you can tell, and it's not cool. It doesn't vibrate the same way. And I just had never seen anything like this before. Isn't it beautiful? So if you're birthing or trying to, or you know someone who is, and have said, please, is there crystals or something you can give me? Is there something I can do? Is there? There is. And I have a lot of stories to tell. I mean, I have witnessed a lot of people get pregnant after being told they can't get pregnant. And I'm talking about hundreds of people, not like 1 or 2 people here or there. Probably, I would say it may even be more than that at this point. Miraculous stories of working with crystals in particular, but also herbs, to create life. I don't like pearls, Teresa. Teresa's like, what's your take on pearls? Alexis, do you want to tell Teresa what I think of pearls?
Teresa. I said Teresa. Athena does not like pearls.
Here's the thing, Teresa, and this is true. I will never bring you something that I don't love. I sometimes like a pearl if it's in the right thing. Like if it's pearl with Larimar, because they're kind of oceany together, I'm into that. But just in general, they don't do it for me. I have one strand of pearls in my life at home that my parents gave me. Kind of like the set that you get your daughter when she's 16 or 18 or whatever. Not into them. So I don't bring you things that I don't love. Sincerely, if I don't like it, it's not here. Woo! Tahitian pearls are beautiful, but again, you know what I mean? It's not happening for me. I don't know what it is either. Is it grandma? Is that what I don't know. Some pearls are straight up sexy. Some of those Tahitian, I have a friend who has a Tahitian pearl necklace, and every time she wears it, I'm like, I can't even look at you. It's so sexy. Like it's a little like it's a drop and stuff. But if she said, here, you can have it, I'd be like, I'm good. I don't know what it is. They freak me out a little bit. Okay. So again, 27 of the small and 19 of the large. Sometimes when we're out and about, I don't know if you've done this yet, but Brooklyn does. She'll be like, oh, I got you something really special. And she'll find me like some weird pearl. Like, especially Brooklyn likes to get me, she got me a pendant once. I can't remember how long ago this was, but it had like a glass pearl in it. Glass pearls are the worst. You ever seen a glass pearl? It's weird. And you can like scrape it and like the crap comes off. It's so crappy. Anyway, now you have my 5-minute story on why I don't like pearls.
Someone said, but what do you clutch when you're shocked?
Oh my! I don't know. I have other things I can clutch. I know. I don't know. I just don't like them. You can buy them from other people. That's the good news. I mean, there's plenty of people around the world who give you pearls. I'm not doing it. Here's the thing. If everybody else says you should have something, I don't want it. I'm such a rebel. If people are like, you should have a nice set of pearls. It's like, you know what? Forget that. Not doing it.
I know it's a little bit late because we're done, but Brooklyn just confirmed that they're definitely not endangered. We talked to our vendor, but they're from the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, it's Mediterranean coral and not endangered. Just to like loop back on that because I didn't want you worrying. Like if something is endangered, like I said, it's going to end up in a box somewhere and I'm not going to work with it. Okay. Now, Sugilite. Or no, I'm sorry. Moldavite, which actually was right next to it. Here it is. Okay, these I'm so in love with. Oh my god, whoever gets these, you are so lucky. I only have 3, and they are amazing. It's the first and only ever time that I've seen pink tourmaline with Moldavite, and not just any Moldavite, but some of the best quality Moldavite that I have brought you. This is cherry Moldavite in sterling silver, with a literal bar of pink tourmaline. This is all heart chakra, although I also think of Moldavite as being upper chakra, especially soul star sort of. But we're not done. We still have surprise packages. We're going to be gone until probably 6 o'clock tonight. So stay tuned. We still have 25 minutes left or so. Okay, so if you want to shop, all you have to do is go to sagegoddess.com, set up your My account, and then come back here and say sold when you see something you like. Oh, I know. This one's insane. Rosemary got a coral pendant. I'm excited for you. You really are going to love those. These are both beautiful. But you know why I said, like, they're so different. I don't think the same person would want both. But maybe you're trying to get pregnant and you also want to blast off into outer space and heal your heart.
Or get pregnant in outer space.
Or get pregnant in outer space with an alien baby. I mean, it's not that far from the truth. Okay. Wouldn't be the first time. Sometimes the way my kids behave, I think they're alien babies. They act like they're alien babies sometimes.
Didn't you say that they're both of their something is an Aquarius, right? Or am I going crazy? Don't they both have something in Aquarius?
No,
because it's like a generational thing.
Oh, they do, but it's an outer planet. I can't remember. Is it Pluto? I can't remember.
But still.
Yeah, no, they're alien babies. Yeah, Baby Yoda. Indigo Child. I like Alien Baby better than Indigo Child. I don't know. Okay. I have 3 of these. The retail price on these is $799. Our price on them, $499. But I only have 3. This is ultimate. Like, I think this is the most beautiful Moldavite necklace I've ever brought you. And what I love is it's a point. So it's just against your skin, which is exactly what you want. Aren't they gorgeous? If you love moldavite, don't miss this one. This is really, really, really special. Isn't it gorgeous? I know. I love it too. I always wear moldavite. I've been wearing this ring for years. You've seen it. It's banged up to heck. I've had to have the stone re-glued in there 3 times. But I love it. I sure love it. So that is the ultimate moldavite and pink tourmaline necklace. And congratulations to you guys who are getting them. I know they are so flipping beautiful. Yeah, and don't forget, like if there's something you really, really want, you can break it up into the 4 payments. I would. Unless you already are maxed out on your quad pays, then you can't do that. We're working on the rings. I will have moldavite rings for you this year. We are working on them. It is ridiculously difficult. I also will have magician pendants for you very shortly, which I'm very excited about. I'm doing them in silver first because the gold is expensive and I just don't know if people want that. So my first magician pendants out the gate will be in silver, and then I will have them for you. So yeah, so stay tuned. There's really good stuff coming. It just takes us a minute sometimes. Yeah, we're definitely doing moldavite rings because everybody wants my ring, and this is from one of our gem sales. So we had them before, but they sold out really fast. Oh, that's okay, Natalie. I'm still happy that you're here. Mwah. Very, very happy. Joanne, I wish I had time to describe it all to you right now, but you might do a little bit of homework on magician pendants, magician cut pendants. There's a whole story behind it. And when I bring them to you, I'll tell you the whole story and explain the whole process behind it. This is this is watermelon kombucha with my gemstone straw. Did you guys see these in the shop? We still have some. We had these custom made. These are gemstone straws. And the stones actually like float in there. Isn't it cool? They're in a little chamber. But what's cool is it's super easy to clean because the water, when you rinse it, goes right through. Have fun? Yeah. Okay, surprise baskets. Surprise, it's a surprise basket. Okay. This is New Year, New You. If you're new to SG... Stop throwing At least you threw lapis. Yeah. If you're going to throw something that's got a high number on the measure of hardness scale. I know. I usually am like double fisting it. Lee's right, but I only have kombucha today. I usually have other things going on. Tea. Usually I have chai. Okay. So what happens with our gift baskets is they're $100, but they're worth at least $200. So we put the sun, moon, and stars in there. They always have 2 candles, 3 perfumes. This one has 2 big specimens and then 4 tumbled stones, 2 different kinds of smudge, and then you get all your flash tattoos. So what we did is we went through and we thought, like, this one has my breakthrough candle, jasmine and blue lotus candle, roar perfume, power perfume, calibrate perfume. It's got a really huge thulite palm stone, which is all about speaking your truth. And it has a beautiful natural-sided aventurine generator, which is for growth and prosperity and good luck. It's got a cedar bundle, which is grandfather medicine and protection. It's got Palo Santo for healing. And then there's bronzite for releasing, which is really good. Amethyst for peace and balance. And then this one has the snakeskin jasper for transformation. They're beautiful, and so you're really going to enjoy that. So we always do these, but we only have 25 of them. So enjoy gift baskets, surprise baskets, and everyone is different. So that's what's really fun. And the reason we do this is I found, as an adult, that I wanted surprises. Where are you going to go for a surprise? You're going to go to Amazon and say, surprise me. They don't do that. So this is what we do to try and create a little excitement so that you know you purchased something, but you don't know exactly what you're going to get. And we try to knock your socks off with it, too. Amy wants to know if she can have cards for the crystals that are included in the surprise baskets.
I will let the team know.
Yeah.
No.
You heard me pass that request along. I don't think that's too much trouble. Yep. No Morganite or aquamarine, but can I tell you, it's not available yet. This is mine. We had these made. I wanted a Morganite mala, and I got more than I bargained for. This is pink, this is all beryl. It's got the yellow beryl, which is heliodor, and then it has pink beryl, which is morganite, blue beryl, which is aquamarine, and then pink sari ribbons. This is a mala. So these are coming. They're not ready yet, but isn't it beautiful? I could clutch my mala. I know. I wanted a morganite mala. So stay tuned. They're not ready yet. They just got here, and I just got my sample, and I just haven't, I don't even know, a couple weeks probably, I think. Sometime before Valentine's Day, because I thought that would be a great Valentine's Day gift, wouldn't it? Give somebody a morganite mala. Morganite is the stone of sovereignty and love. Ooh, I want that.
Or we could launch them on the day the sun goes into Pisces.
We could do that too. Did you hear that? Because we could, because you know, aquamarine is the Pisces birthstone. That would be a really good idea too. Yes, you should be getting your Crystal Masters tools in time for class. So thank you for asking. It's tough sometimes when you register toward the end of the time, but we should be able to get it to you in time. So, yeah, I know. Okay, here we go. This is a green aventurine generator. I have 7 of them. Now this one is carved by my favorite Brazilian source. So I have favorites. And it's because they do everything the right way. This is natural aventurine from Brazil, and it's all beveled on the bottom. Do you see that? Like, do you see that extra edge right there? So instead of making it flat, they bevel it. So that's one of the things that you look for in quality when you're buying generators. Now this is aventurine, which is for good luck, prosperity, and fertility. It's also really good for growth. When I was pregnant with my son, he was totally fine, but there was like a minute where they thought he had a growth problem. And so one of my friends who's a crystal healer was like, aventurine in your pockets every day. And he was fine. Turned out he didn't have it. You know, they freak you out with stuff when you're pregnant. Every 5 minutes you think there's like some issue happening. But I carried aventurine in my pocket because it's really good for growth. It's a good one to have in babies' rooms or in kids' rooms. I have one client who swears that aventurine is what she uses to help her kids with growing pains. My kids have growing pains all the time right now. They're in that phase where like their legs are hurting and stuff. So I like it because it attracts opportunities to you. Aventurine is quartz. It's green quartz. Natural. It's not dyed. But aventurine is quartz. And so it's raising this vibration of, again, growth, fertility, good luck. If you have a job interview, right? Or if you're just trying to build something, again, a lot of us in 2020 are trying to move into new areas, new things, new creations, new life. And a stone to support you is definitely this. And it's the stone of spring, so makes you think about spring even though we're in the dead of winter right now. Okay, so I have 7 of these. The retail price on these is $1,000. And worth every penny. I kept one. Mine is not this big, and the reason is I didn't have room for this at home. The shelf I wanted to put it on was about this tall. So I have a smaller one than you will have. This one's 12 inches, 12 and a half. Mine's about 7-8 inches, but I am very happy with it. These are $5.99. So they are $400 off the retail value. $5.99 to get a generator this size is really good. I mean, it's almost unheard of. And this is big and it's heavy, it's thick. It's not like a skitty generator. If you have a prosperity, remember the corner of your house for prosperity is the southeast corner. Even if you do nothing else but just go sit this in the southeast of your house, voila, you have a prosperity altar. Right? Aren't they beautiful? So this is it. This is green aventurine from Brazil. Isn't it beautiful? For growth, good luck, new opportunities. Yeah, all the things. And definitely prosperity. So congratulations. I'm so excited for you guys. We won't have those back either. So that's something that if you get one of those, you're getting something really special. Mm-hmm. And, you know, what's interesting too, you have to think about this sometimes. Like the person who carved that is also the person who mined that. And this is all they had. Like when you're dealing with stones this size, it's not like there's 100 of these out there. Do you know what I mean? You have to stop and really appreciate, like, it's a lot to get a point that big, right? It's really, really exciting. Okay. These, yeah, if you got a card that said fuchsite, these are not fuchsite. So it might have been that my team fucked up. Screwed up.
We did.
We had fuchsite generators at one point, but that's not what this is.
No, that's not fuchsite, but we did have huge fuchsite generators.
Didn't we do it for the insiders before?
Yes.
Okay, that's different than this. If you got an insider, then my team was right. But if you got some, I mean, sorry, team. If you got an insider, they were right. But this is not. And you can tell aventurine from fuchsite because of the mica content. So fuchsite is a mica-based mineral. And so it's sparkly. There's like a little bit of sheen or sparkle. This doesn't have that. And so if you like held them both up or you put them both in the sun. Okay, so Carissa got it as an insider. They were right. And if you look at yours, I'm sure you can see sheen, and that's different than this. So they're both green and pointy, but I think that's probably where the similarity ends. Okay, good. Then yeah, if you got that and it's sparkly, you have fuchsite. Now, here's the thing. Fuchsite is rad. I love fuchsite. It's totally different stone metaphysically, though. Fuchsite, well, really good quality fuchsite, though, Darlene, will look aventurine-y. It really will. But the mica content and the sheen in it is what's going to separate it for you. So good fuchsite, which is what we sent for the insiders, will look like that. But it's the sheen that's going to differentiate it. And it's different on the measure of hardness scale. I'm pretty sure muscovite, which is fuchsite, is a 5 or a 6 on the measure of hardness scale, if I'm correct. And then green aventurine is a 6.5 to a 7, so it's a harder material too. Blah, 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 blah. Red and green aventurine is just red and green quartz, Denise Ann. It's a great question. Peach aventurine is peach quartz. It's just different. And it's different minerals involved in the composition that bring the different colors. I love all shades of aventurine. But now that you know that it's quartz, you'll know how to work with it better too. Okay.
Should we talk about that peach moonstone?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay. Here's a generator, slightly smaller. This is moonstone. This is peach moonstone. And what's really cool about this generator is it's a twin. You can see that there was another termination growing. And so this is a twin. And I love that because peach moonstone is the ultimate sacral chakra stone for communion and passion and connection. And if you have a lot of peach moonstone, I don't have a lot of it, but I have a generator at home. It's a little bit smaller than this one. It's one of my favorite things because you can just sit this over your sacral chakra if you have issues. Some people do have blockages around the sacral chakra, and it's okay. Everybody at some point is blocked there. Everybody at some point has a sacral chakra issue. You don't have to live with it, but everybody at some point has one. This one, the value is $79. Our price, the retail price is $99, but you can't buy it because I'm giving it away. So this is tonight's giveaway. Isn't this fun? This is a great one. Isn't it beautiful, Lauren? I agree. So if you are feeling called to this, can you please say yes? And I'm going to choose a winner of this beautiful piece right now. And yes, if you don't put this in your bedroom, I'm going to come to your house and slap you on the hand and then put it in your bedroom. Isn't that a fun giveaway? We really try to knock it out of the park with our giveaways. This one's a good one, especially if you've been feeling kind of blocked there. Not feeling your passion, not feeling the intensity, not feeling creative. How many of you are like, I don't feel creative? You know, like this is the ultimate passion, intensity, creativity stone for sure, for sure, for sure. Woo! You're needing the peach moonstone, I see, right? Yeah, me too, Karen Carly. I'm just such a fan. I love pillars. I love generators. Love them all. Love, love, love. This is a really good stone, too, if you've had a C-section or any kind of trauma to the region, right? Abortion. I mean, anything that's happened in the sacral region really responds well to peach moonstone for healing. Okay. I am finding the home for this. Oh, yeah. Anointing that with sacra would be taking it to the next level. Okay, this one is going to this one wants to go to Casey. Case D, this one's for you, my friend. And it's really interesting, Casey, because you kind of popped into my mind. Like as soon as I picked it up, sometimes I do. Like I'll have a flash of like the person it's supposed to go to. And you did. You came to mind right when I first picked it up. But I was like, well, I don't know if he's going to feel called to it or not. And then I, just looking back through and seeing your comment there. Congratulations, Casey. And, you know, this crystal feels like almost like relieved or happy, like to go to you. So I hope you feel the connection with it when you receive it. But I'm really excited for you. Oh, I'm so glad you're there and you saw that you got it too. That makes my heart really happy. Cheers to you, my friend. I hope it blesses you in every way, but in particular with a lot of healing and balancing of that particular chakra, which is, like I said, is a tricky point for a lot of us. If you struggle there, you are not alone. It's true, they do. The crystals seek their home, and they find their way in ways that amaze me sometimes. So congratulations to you. That was fun. More tonight. Yes. Mordonite is okay. Hold on. The price on these, by the way, you guys, like, what they are and the price of them is insane. I don't have a lot though. Now, which size is which, Alexa?
So,
because there's 3 different sizes.
yes. This one is the small.
Okay.
And then medium. And large? What would you say? Small, medium, and then maybe this one?
Well, small is 8 to 9 inches. Medium is 9 to 10. So I'm going to say this is medium, and I'm going to say that's large, 10 to 11. Okay, yeah, got it. Okay. Now, I have to, I'm just going to cross my fingers so that I can get this up close enough to this camera so that you can see. This is green apophyllite with mordonite, and I want you to really feast your eyes. Apophyllite is a stone that sometimes people think is quartz, but it actually comes from India. Do you see all of these gorgeous clusters of green apophyllite? There was a time about 5 years ago where the price of green apophyllite, this cluster, what I'm sharing with you tonight, would have been 10 times the price. The price has come down slightly, and so we're passing those savings along to you too. All of those points are green apophyllite, okay? But this white material, do you see this right here, is called mordonite. And mordonite is the stone that I recommend for people who have really severe anxiety. This is a mental health cluster. I guess how I would describe it to you. I don't, and some of you might buy it just because it's pretty and it's affordable. So, and I won't judge you. But some of you might buy it because you need it, and I also won't judge you. This is a really good one to have in your bedroom or any place where you rest. Apophyllite's really good for rest, okay? Mordonite, Mordenite. Here, that's the large. This is the medium. It's like so not a medium. Isn't that beautiful? That is the medium. They're all under $200. And your shipping's included. These are heavy. This is the small. Crazy. I am telling you, 5 years ago, that large cluster would have been $1,000. Maybe even closer to $2,000, right? I know. The small, I have 3, it's $149. The medium, I have 7, it's $169. And the large, I have 10, they're $189. Just do it. I mean, I don't even, when it's something like that where it's like, part of me doesn't even know how we're doing it. I don't even know what else to say to you except that's a good life choice for you. This is not something you're going to regret or say, you know, I shouldn't have spent $149 on that 9-inch mordonite cluster. Like, what? Charge your jewelry on that. Put your phone on that. I mean, put you on that. Put that under your bed. Put it on your nightstand. I mean, nobody's going to believe that you paid less than $200 for that. It's crazy. They're heavy. The shipping is free. Like, I know. Well, Annette, you could wear that, darling. We could wire wrap that for you and give you like a shoulder support, padded shoulders for you so that you could wear it. Seriously, that's, if you've been on the fence, you're like, I really want to buy something tonight, but I want to buy something that's like an offer that like can't refuse. Ridiculous. Enjoy. Congratulations, enjoy, you're welcome, and merry belated Christmas to you. Yeah, you would need a complete harness for that. Aren't they beautiful? I'm glad you guys were enjoying those and looking for those. Okay.
There's one more thing I think we should show them.
Okay.
And talk to them about, and that's these.
Yes. Okay. Did we get to everything except the incense?
We didn't get to the incense or the...
Oh, the clusters?
Yes, and the bowls.
Should we do a lightning round? What do you want to do?
It's up to you.
No. I prefer for you to decide.
I mean, we can.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
It's, yeah.
I know, incense. Oh. Why is this here if it doesn't work?
I don't know who gave that.
It's got a weird clip. Were you going to put that on your pants?
Some people leave flashlights on their pants.
I'm trying not to judge, but it's weird. Okay. What number is this one?
That is
Oh, I see it. Okay. Yep, sorry.
14.
Okay. I have 4 dozen of these. We had the brown Indonesian amber generators at sagegoddess.com before, but I pulled out all of the ones that are blue. And I really hope I can make this play for you because you need to see this. Please tell me that the camera is going to pick that up. These are blue Indonesian amber. It's the rarest and most expensive color of amber that I know of in the world. Let me lift it up a little bit more. Am I getting close, Alexis? Can you see it at all?
I think you need to move your hand
up
a little bit more to be in line with that.
Can you guys see the blue?
Yes,
okay.
see the blue.
These fluoresce under black light, and they are absolutely blue. So the other ones that we had were all brown, but like I said, I saved the ones that were the what they call Java blue or Sumatra blue. There's always Indonesian blue. Aren't they incredible, you guys? And I need you to get a black light so that you can watch this baby shine. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my God. Okay. We have 48 of these. They don't exist, okay? So these were made for Sage Goddess. So I can't say, well, the retail value is because nobody has Indonesian blue amber generators. I had them made, custom made. So to the best of our ability, we think these would be about $125 to $150 for blue amber this size carved into a generator. Our price is $59. I have one piece of blue amber. It's about this size. It was a tumbled, and I paid about $59 for it. It wasn't carved into a generator. Isn't that beautiful? So enjoy. These will not be back. I don't have more. I'm not getting more. He doesn't have more. This is the end of blue amber, and these are the only 4 dozen blue pieces that he had. So we pulled these apart, cherry-picked them, set them aside for today, and you're getting them. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations, you guys. They are stunning, absolutely beautiful. Amber is very protective, and it's really good for ancestral work, ancestral healing, lineage work, connects you with the ancestors. Remember that amber is petrified tree resin, right? So as amber forms, it sort of picks up all of the insects and all other materials as it sort of rolls down the tree. And so to have it and then have it carved into a generator, and even if you don't get one, I just wanted you to see them. Sometimes I have things that I know they're so special, and it's fun. It's like a hobby for me to get to share it with you. So then the blue amber, on top of just being like regular amber, protective, ancestral stuff, activates the intuition, its third eye. So, I mean, you're going to journey. Aren't they beautiful? Gorgeous. Yeah, it'd be beautiful with your kunzite generator, Megan. Absolutely beautiful, because that's like intuition and lineage protection, and then you've got kunzite, which is a family healer and a heart healer at the same time. So what a powerful combination if you're doing lineage work. I love that. Congratulations. Oh my God, for Elder Council, Nathan. Yeah, and the brown ones, listen, the brown ones were carved for me too. I mean, nobody has amber generators. They were made for SGs. So if you got a brown one, you still got huge magic. But the blue, which, by the way, the brown grows with the blue. The brown ones that you got were from the same amber supply, but just these ones have more of the blue in it. In fact, if you got a brown one, try it with your black light and see. You might actually still get some really interesting fluorescence. I would love to know if you do, by the way. The apophyllite clusters, small was 9 inches, medium was 10 inches, large is 11 inches, 10.5 to 11. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm so excited for you guys. Okay. Do you want to see just a couple of other things real quick? I think I just maybe the clusters, or do you think the incense? They would love the incense holders.
Yeah, let's show them the incense.
I just want to show you this really quickly. I so want to. This time has gone by so fast, and I didn't want to leave without showing you these because Team SG made them, and I think they're so beautiful. So these are gemstone vases, darling, custom made by SG. With all kinds of beautiful stones. They've got cabochons on them. This one they made a Metatron's cube out of chipstones by hand. Everything's been made here at SG. Isn't it beautiful? This one has citrine down the side and peridot, and then down the back it has pyrite. Isn't that fun? So what I love about these, they're all different, is that you hold your incense sticks in these, and then you also use it in this. So you just light your incense stick. This is what I do anyway. And we're sending you all of the incense sticks with it, and then just pop it back in. So not only does it hold the incense sticks, but you can let the incense stick burn in there too, and it looks beautiful on your altar. Aren't they fun? So we only have 3 of these. Team SG made these. They come with Divine Rasa, a dozen Divine Rasa incense sticks for $59. So 3 of you get some really fun, sweet, special magic from Team SG. This is all pyrite, little tiny pieces of pyrite all the way around that with labradorite. That one has a smithsonite cabochon. This one has, that's Tiffany stone, and then labradorite with lapis. And then it has chrysocolla and amethyst, iolite. Isn't it beautiful? So just 3 of those. And I will pass your kind words on to Team It. Look at the black tourmaline on this one. You see those little triangles of black tourmaline? Isn't it cool? And ocean jasper on that one, so enjoy. It smells good. I'll send that to you. I'm so glad. I do have a very talented team, I know. It took them forever to do those, so I'm glad you guys are taking those home. Okay. The clusters they would like to see, and maybe that can be our last thing for tonight. Does that sound good to you?
Sure.
Okay. The mother clusters. They're not mother clusters. Okay, I don't have a lot of these. These are special. I'm going to do ceremony with these before I send them to you, which means kind of blessing them for you. These are natural 4-pointed quartz clusters that have been polished, but they naturally grew together. Do you see? 4, 4, 4, and look how beautiful and clear they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little ceremony with these, raise some energy, to hold space for your 4 blessings in 2020, because 2020 is a 4-year in numerology, which is a number of balance. So I'm going to hold space for you to have 4 blessings that come forward in this year, and then I will send these to you after I'm done. Isn't that fun? Look at this. I mean, they're really exceptionally beautiful. So the small, I have 4 of these. No, 2 of these, I'm sorry. The small is $59. It's a really good price for a 4-point cluster. Hand polished, by the way. The medium, I have 7. These are $69. Isn't that beautiful? There's no, I mean, these aren't man-made. These are natural 4-point clusters. I think it's so cool. And then the large, I have 6 of these, and it's $89. That looks like a hand. Isn't that cool? $89 for the large. So for your 4 blessings, they're all flat on the bottom. They will sit perfectly beautifully on your altar. They're very steady and gorgeous. This one has what we call Vedic temples in it, which is sort of like a, and this one's self-healed too, and they have rainbows in them for days. You're going to love, love, love that. So congratulations for those of you who are getting those too. All right.
Yes, so we do have some items left over.
Okay.
So I think the best way to go about this is to, well, we can tell them now,
Okay.
and then I can do posts in the event page, and we can pick the winners tomorrow. I think that's the most organized way to do this.
Okay.
But we do have 25 of the gemstone lotus necklaces left.
Okay, so we still have lotus necklaces for you. If you would like one and did not get one, we still have those available for you.
Our Larimar pendant is also still available.
The Larimar pendant, the big Larimar pendant is still available if you want that.
We have some of the medium blue aragonite spheres.
Oh, we have medium of the blue aragonite spheres left. How many of those do we have left?
These ones, we have 5.
Okay, we have 5 left. If you need peaceful organization in your life, this needs to be here. So the blue aragonite spheres medium are $139 for this size, and it comes with a clear quartz stand. And then the lotus necklace.
The lotus necklace is $79.
$79 for the lotus necklace. And then the gorgeous Larimar, this massive Larimar, is $9.99, I believe. Yes, $9.99 for the biggest Larimar pendant I've ever seen in my life. You get that. So yeah, so if you want the lotus necklace, if you want the Larimar, if you want the aragonite, that's what's left.
And then the last thing that's left is, we have both sizes of the garnet and coral pendants.
Oh, garnet and coral. We still have some of those too.
We have a handful of each size left of those.
Okay, handful of the garnet pendants left, and these were...
the small was $69 and the large were $89.
Yeah. $69 and $89 if you want garnet and coral pendants. Last call for those. These won't be back either. They didn't have a lot of the coral. So, and these are all handmade, by the way. You can tell by the prong work, but they're beautifully done. So if you want the coral for fertility and expansion and all of that, those are there for you.
And we have 3 of the green aventurine generators.
And 3 of these big daddies left. And these generators were...
Those were
$5.99. Biggest green aventurine generator ever seen in my life for $5.99. So if you want one of these are left too. Okay, and then I have a few things to tell you before I let you go. Now, I mentioned the Numite on sagegoddess.com. Don't miss that. If you need to go back over there, your code is 17 Chakra. With any $30 purchase today, you're going to get a free throat chakra perfume as our gift to you as part of our 7 days or 9 days of chakra healing. Tucson Gem Show starts in 2 weeks or so. This is last call for Tucson insiders. So let me take a minute to explain this to you because I don't want you to miss this. We have $200 Tucson insiders left and $500 Tucson insiders left. You can use your 17% off on them, and you can also put it on quad pay if you want. Every year I have radically amazing things that I either have made for me or that I get at the show. The $200 and the $500 insiders this year are going to knock your socks off. They're being brought to me in Tucson. They were custom made. What this is doesn't exist anywhere else in the world. I can't tell you what it is, but it is going to exceed your expectations. It'll be something that you use, okay? It'll be something that brings beauty to your home or whatever space you choose to put it in. I know I can't tell you what it is, and I want to. 6 months, almost 6 months. And they don't exist anywhere else in the world. I would not miss the Tucson Insiders this time for the show. Team SG is putting the link up for you. Alexis is going to grab the link and put it in there for you to directly go and purchase the Insider. It's the best we've ever done. I don't know how we're going to top this year, next year. I really, really don't. We try every year to make it even better. I can't tell you. I even asked my team, I'm like, can I tell them what it is? And they're like, no, we never tell what the insiders are. And sometimes I still find kind of like serendipitous things here and there. But these I had planned for because I wanted them. And it's going to blow your mind. So $200, $500. I don't remember what quantity we have of each one. Your code is 17 Chakra. The link is in the feed for you, or Alexis is going to pop the link in the feed in just a second. It isn't Citrine Jesus, I can tell you that. But it is really amazing. You only have, I think, another week to buy those, by the way, because then we have to stop and make our list and get organized. So at a certain point, you can't buy the Tucson. By the time I get to Tucson, you won't be able to get the Insiders anymore. Okay, so this is absolute last call. If you want the Insider now, for this year, you need to go with the link that Alexis just put in the feed and enjoy. You're going to love it. You will be blown away. Plus, get this. I did research and I figured out what Nefertiti and Cleopatra and other Egyptian pharaohs and goddesses and queens used for beauty, essential oils and different ingredients. And I made the ultimate goddess beauty perfume. I ordered custom, these little sort of amphora bottles for them. So every person who gets an insider, in addition to getting an amazing stone, you're getting a perfume worth almost $50 as a free gift. So when you spend $200, you're saving 17% and you're getting the perfume too before you even get your Tucson Insider. And everybody's getting the ultimate goddess beauty perfume. And I'm not going to be selling that separately or listing it separately. So if you want that perfume, it's another reason to get your Insider too. We've never done anything this exciting for Insiders because we haven't been able to. This has been really a long time in the works, and it's kind of a dream come true for me to bring this. Don't miss the Insiders. Okay. Anything else that we need to tell them? Join Crystal Masters if you haven't already. We start class next week. I cannot wait. We're going to be learning about gridding. It's going to be off the chain. I am so excited to see you. Yeah, I think every year the Insiders have been beautiful, but I will tell you something. If you've liked your Insiders in the past, when you open your box, you're going to scream. Like, I wanted one. I see a lot of different things. So when I get that excited about something, you know it's pretty good. And it does, like I said, does not exist anywhere else in the world. You won't find it. Yep. Paulette, you got to go back and listen to what I just said. But this is the year to get an Insider. And if you've never done it before, your timing is perfect. You will not be disappointed. Okay. You want to see the lotus pendant one more time? I'm happy to show you. In the meantime, stay tuned. All of the winners, if we didn't announce them tonight, will be on the event page tomorrow. Alexis is putting up the last call for the items that are still available from tonight's sale. I want to thank Kelsey.
Yes, posted. I'm sorry. I thought
no, you're fine.
The post is up in the event page.
Okay, yeah, so it's up already. I want to thank Alexis and Kelsey and Hannah for their help tonight, as always. Very, very thankful. I want to thank you for being here too. Isn't it gorgeous? And I hope you had fun. And then stay tuned. I will be looking forward to seeing you soon. Crystal Masters and Soul Shift, those are my 2 online classes. They're getting all the Tucson madness. They're getting giveaways, hidden listings, special gifts, and different things that I'm doing. So that's another reason to join Crystal Masters. Even if you decided to leave next month, you don't want to miss the Tucson stuff. I go live pretty much every 5 minutes, and there's interviews and behind the scenes and all kinds of stuff, really fun stuff. So definitely join Crystal Masters if you haven't already. And we'll put the link up for Crystal Masters here, and we'll also put it on the event page for you as well. Cheers, everyone. Thank you, Vanya. I'm going to go home and tend a sick little 10-year-old that I know. And I wish these beautiful ladies a good evening, too. And enjoy, you guys. Thank you for being here. We really loved having you on board this evening. It was super, super fun. And we'll look forward to seeing you 2 weeks from tonight. Back again. Maybe I'll actually be on time at 3 p.m. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. We'll see you soon. Congratulations. Everybody got beautiful things tonight. I'm excited for you.